Venturing from unsettling grins to ominous apparitions and astonishing forest encounters, a collection of spine-chilling trail camera footage is sweeping the internet. Prepare to be captivated as we offer you a glimpse into these profoundly eerie moments. Sky Hanging Jetpack. Imagine looking up at the busy Los Angeles sky. It's like a never-ending blue painting. But hold on, what's that? It's a human-shaped figure, just like a playful toy, hanging in the air like a superhero defying gravity. This isn't a scene from a science fiction movie. It's the surprising story of the jetpack sightings in the City of Angels. Think about it. You're staring up and suddenly you see someone wearing a jetpack, frozen in the sky as if time itself stopped. It's really amazing and makes you wonder if the laws of physics are being challenged. And guess what? It's not just a few people who have seen this. Even big airlines have witnessed this unbelievable thing. It's almost like something you'd read in a comic book. People wearing jetpacks floating in the air, making everyone who sees them can't believe their eyes. It's like a legend or a mystery that you'd hear about in stories. A puzzle that's hard to solve. So there you have it, a tale that mixes the fun of childhood dreams with the unbelievable stories from real people. Jetpacks hanging in the sky like a quick dream, without any clear answer, leaving us thinking about how incredible people's imaginations can be and the huge sky above us. Strange creature. Once in a quiet farm, something weird got caught on camera. A strange creature not like anything you've seen. It had a long, strong, scaled tail like an alligator, but then was surprised. No arms. Yep, you got it right. No arms at all. The farmers doing their daily work could not believe their eyes when they found this odd creature. Its scaly tail moved around, swishing and swaying, going through the fields in a really interesting and kinda spooky way. The camera took a video of every moment, freezing the creature's picture with its special armless look. Lots of questions flew around the farm like busy freaks. What was this creature? Where did it come from? And the big one, style did it get by without arms? Everyone in town chatted about the mystery of the scaly-tailed creature, making the ordinary days on the farm feel a bit magical. Deep-sea creature. As the sun went down and depicted the sky with warm colors, a curious guy with a camera found something amazing at the empty beach. Wondering about a strange shape peeking from the beach, he decided to check it out. With every step, the creature revealed itself, and the man's eyes got big. He quickly aimed his camera, capturing the mysterious thing hidden there for who knows how long. The creature looked like it was from another world, with see-through fins that shimmered in the fading light. Its shiny scales suggested a life in the deep sea that people might not understand. Not bothered by the man snooping, the creature seemed to be peacefully asleep, keeping its secrets safe on the beach. The man, feeling a mix of amazement and nervousness, recorded lots of videos, making sure to remember this rare moment. As the camera clicked, a feeling of awe filled the air, making the man suppose about all the hidden mysteries beneath the surface of our everyday world. A wolf screams. Deep within the woods, a camera captured an intriguing sight, a black wolf. This wolf stood out from the rest, its dark and mysterious coat hinting at secrets held within. It roamed alone, its solitary presence palpable. Its rapid movement suggested a quest, but the purpose remained veiled. Not far from the wolf, a horse grazed peacefully, seemingly unfazed by the enigmatic wolf's presence. Two contrasting creatures, the wolf and the horse, shared a moment in the heart of the forest. The wolf, shrouded in darkness and carrying unspoken questions, left behind an unsolved mystery. The horse, standing serenely in the distance, appeared to possess knowledge beyond our grasp. It harbored no fear of the enigmatic wolf, hinting at a quiet wisdom that kept it undisturbed. In this forest tableau, the black wolf, rich in mystery and motion, and the tranquil horse coexisted, each with its own narrative known only to them. The wolf's enigmatic presence left behind an untold story, while the horse maintained its composure, unperturbed by the enigma nearby. This encounter remained a profound mystery, its message yet to be deciphered. Man or the Swing? In this eerie video, we see a man in a nighttime park where a swing mysteriously sways without anyone near it, creating a creepy setting. Oddly, the man remains strangely calm and unmoved, even in this unsettling situation. When another person arrives to document this paranormal event, the first man inexplicably disappears from the video, intensifying the enigma and fear. With many questions left unanswered and various explanations in mind, we're left contemplating the real essence of this encounter, filled with suspense and uncertainty. Real-life mermaid discovery. A camera in Minnesota captured a strange sight on the beaches, and it was undeniably eerie. In the footage, there were two men, both with their heads covered in yellow dreadlocks, walking down the hill towards the beach. One of them was clutching a piece of cloth tightly in his hand. As they reached the shore, one of the men ventured into the water, disappearing briefly before re-emerging with something in his grasp. As the video continued, the waves seemed to grow stronger and more turbulent, making it difficult to see what the men had found. The person behind the camera zoomed in, hoping to get a clearer view of the mysterious object.
Looks like I pulled something out of the water. Must be the thing I was looking at.
It was something green or blue, and it could have been a sea creature or perhaps something else entirely. Driven by curiosity, the man decided to get closer to the two individuals. His steps brought him within earshot, and what he saw was nothing short of astonishing. There, lying on the beach, was a figure with the body shape of a mermaid. It was green in color and appeared lifeless. The mermaid, a mythical creature often relegated to the realm of fairy tales, now lay before them in reality. It was a chilling and shocking sight. The question on everyone's mind was whether this was indeed a mermaid or merely a human with a mermaid-like appearance who had met a tragic fate in the sea. Speculations were rife, but the truth remained hidden, perhaps obscured by authorities. Nevertheless, the capture of this enigmatic figure on the beach left a profound impact, blurring the lines between fantasy and reality. Mysterious venomous encounter. In a lonely, rocky place under the hot, unyielding sun, something strange happened. A camera, almost guided by an unseen hand, focused on a sight that made no sense. In this dry, barren land, a dark and ominous creature slithered. It was like a living shadow, absorbing all the light around it. With a sinister intent, it reached for a defenseless crab. The crab, driven by pure instinct, fought desperately to escape its impending doom. But with each passing moment, it became clear that the crab's struggle was futile. The dark creature coiled around it, hungry and relentless. It clung to the crab as if it wanted to devour it whole. If there were any spectators, they remained hidden among the rocky maze, watching in silence. They felt a growing unease in their hearts as they witnessed this eerie scene. As the day dragged on, the mystery deepened. What summoned this malevolent creature to this desolate place? What wicked purpose did it serve? Was it an omen of doom or some alien force with an unknowable plan? The camera continued to capture this unsettling spectacle, leaving the world to ponder the dark forces at play in this hidden corner of the rocky wilderness. Here, in a land where answers were scarce, questions ruled, and understanding remained elusive. Mysterious room. The camera captured something spooky and mysterious. It was a very unnatural and unreal scene. On a dark night, a woman was sleeping on her bed. The woman was in a blanket. She was the only one at home. In a clip, a woman who had a long day decided to take a nap. Suddenly, her bedroom's door opens as if pushed by an invisible supernatural force. It looked like a very mysterious and uncanny scene. This cryptic scene was recorded in the home security camera that gives spine to all viewers and operators, and it put all the family members in fear and doubt. Anyhow, a very peculiar act happened when the door was opened by some supernatural forces. Her blanket was swiftly pulled away. The air was filled with true enigma and fear. The girl wakes up with fear quickly, and horrified by this act, she turns on the light, but the light was blinking. It's getting on and off instantly. This was a very terrifying, spine-chilling scene. That makes everyone petrified. It was a deep mystery that was still unknown or puzzling. It was not found out what happened to the woman next. It put all the people in curiosity and deep suspense. Mysterious Gollum-like creature sighted. Deep in a quiet, far-off forest, a video appeared mysteriously. It revealed something so puzzling that it left people baffled, making them ponder like echoes in a cave. On a sunny day, a strange creature emerged from the distance, hidden by the lush trees. It moved in an odd, otherworldly way, almost like a character from the Lord of the Rings named Gollum. This sight blurred the line between reality and fantasy, as if the video's creator had drawn inspiration from a world beyond our own. In this unusual scene, with sunlight casting its golden glow through leaves, the mysterious being unfolded. Its movements were both smooth and disjointed, like a dreamy wisp. Questions flooded the minds of those who watched. Where did this creature come from? It felt like it had been plucked from the pages of a fairy tale. This enigmatic phenomenon left behind a cloud of mystery, a riddle etched deep into our thoughts. It dared us to step into the realm of the unknown, pushing the limits of what we believe. In the heart of the forest, this mystery lingered, a moment frozen in time, waiting for those brave enough to uncover its secrets. Mysterious row of orbs. One night, a home camera saw something amazing. In a cozy backyard, a magical thing occurred. The video shows a line of glowing spheres like tiny stars floating in the night sky. These shiny balls moved in a mysterious way, making the surroundings look peaceful and pretty. While the camera recorded this cool sight, the balls moved in a special way, like they were doing a dance in the sky. Their soft light made the dark backyard look like a dream. The orbs moved together like a silent show, making people watching feel amazed at the magical scene. The video, like a peek into magic, gives us a special moment. It reminds us that even in our own quiet homes, there might be awesome things happening. The calm night, made indeed more special by these glowing spheres, makes us curious and amazed at the beauty around us. Otter stealing fishes. In the dark night, something sneaky happened at a fancy spa. A special camera saw it all. Guess who the star was? An otter, not your usual hero, but tonight, it played the main part in a secret story. The video showed the otter doing something strange and clever. The tricky part was the electric fence. Everyone thought it would stop any animal. But not this otter. It glided through it like a ghost, adding more mystery to the night. The otter seemed to understand things we couldn't see, like it had a secret pact with the night. Then, the big surprise. The otter wanted a fish, a whole bunch, 50 of them. These weren't just any fish, they were like treasures in the water kingdom. When morning arrived, the spa was confused. How did the otter pull off this fishy mission so smoothly? People started talking about the otter like it was a nighttime genius, a fish-stealing maestro. The stolen fish now held a story, a mystery as deep as the night that watched it all happen. The otter, a water phantom, became the secret star, leaving everyone wondering about the strange, moonlit tale in the spa's quiet water world. Mystical forest fox. In a thick forest where shadows hide secrets under the trees, a video showed something mysterious. The sun, shining its gold light, uncovered a strange sight, a creature moving fast and tricky among the old trees. It was a mystery, like a wild secret of the woods. Watching the video made you curious. The creature, like a ghost in the woods, moved in a special way. At first, it was hard to see because of the light and dark, making you wonder if it was a story creature or a spirit taking care of the old trees. But then a surprise came. The mystery thing was just a wild fox, a messenger from the wild. Its orange-brown fur matched the colors of the forest ground, like a living ghost blending with nature. Even though we now knew it was a fox, we didn't understand why it was there. Like a ghost moving between different parts of the forest, the fox went from one place to another. At first, it looked like a cat, but if you look closely, it turned into a graceful fox. In the quiet sounds of leaves and the sunlight coming through the trees, the fox kept going mysteriously. It was like a protector of the forest's secrets, leaving everyone watching to wonder about the hidden stories beneath the green trees. Dogman Kill. One night, a man found something strange in his backyard. As he walked under the bright moon, he saw a weird footprint in the soft ground. This print wasn't like any he'd seen before. It had 4 toe pads. He got really curious and bent down to look closer. In the quiet of the night, he thought about what this odd discovery could mean. It hit him that it might be a mark left by a dog, but not a normal one. The 4 clear prints suggested a clever and nimble creature. The man could not help but feel that this was not just a regular dog walk.
But look what I found. Tell me, what the is that?
Excitement bubbled up in him, and he could not oppose imagining what might have happened when it was dark. The 4-tone print was like a secret dispatch, and the man started figuring out the story of a mysterious dog's adventure in the night. With the knight as his partner in crime, the man went on a mental journey, unlocking the mysteries hidden in the Earth's marks.
But look what I found. Tell me, what the is that?
Dolphin stole a fish. Once upon a time near the ocean, some happy men caught a bunch of shiny fish. They were really proud of their hard work. They chatted excitedly about their big catch. Suddenly, a slick black dolphin showed up with a mischievous look in its eye. Quick as a wink, it grabbed a fish right from one man's hands. The men were surprised, their eyes wide open. The clever dolphin zoomed away, leaving the men laughing and shocked. At the same time, a sneaky camera filmed everything. The men's happy faces turning into surprise, then laughter, and the black dolphin making a quick getaway with its yummy catch.
Okay.
The stolen fish became the talk of the day, a story shared with amazed friends who could hardly believe a black dolphin could be such a tricky and fast thief in the daytime by the shining sea. And that is how the tale of the fish-stealing black dolphin spread throughout the beach city, adding a bit of excitement to their usual seaside days. Lucky chicken. Once on a sunny day, a brave chicken got mixed up and ended up in a place where unfriendly crocodiles lived. When the crocs saw the unexpected feathery visitor, they got really excited and started chasing the poor chicken. Hungry for a snack, feathers were everywhere as the chicken, realizing it was in big trouble, flapped its wings really hard. Luckily, it flew up into the air just in time, leaving the confused crocs snapping at nothing below. The fortunate chicken soared through the sky, making happy noises, while the disappointed crocs watched. The chicken, now a hero in the sky, told the story of its narrow escape to its farm friends. So, with a wild adventure and a heart full of thanks, the lucky chicken kept having safe adventures, always steering clear of the empty crocodile's jaws.
A creepy image. In the quiet darkness of a moonlit night, a chilly image was captured by a camera ready to shoot shivers down your spine. Imagine a spooky girl with penetrating stone-alike eyes, their cold eye appearing to enter your identical soul. Her bony, twisted fingers reach out as if gesturing you into the unknown. Her long, untidy hair falls around her like a crazy dark fall, hiding her face in dark. She's dressed in a ragged and ghostly wear, a spectral figure that haunts the points of your worst nightmares. As the camera lens captured this creepy vision, the melody raised heavily with an unexplainable fear. It's a sight that lingers in your mind, haunting your visions and making you challenge the boundaries between the real and the supernatural. Watch with caution, for this image holds a tale of the paranormal, ready to send chills down your spine and leave you questioning the effects that go bump in the darkness. Cryptic Paranormal Nightmare. Late at night, a spooky video shows a dark room. A girl is sleeping on her bed, not knowing something strange is about to happen. Suddenly, the door opens by itself, making a creepy sound. The chair starts moving on its own, like it's dancing in a weird way. Then, a ball flies out of the cupboard without anyone touching it, breaking the normal rules. The room gets flashes of bright light, like thunder lighting it up. But the girl keeps sleeping, not aware of what's going on. Weird things continue. Her stuff falls everywhere, books make a mess, and a painting on the wall shakes. Everything changes in the room like a spooky wave passing through. The blanket that covered the girl is now on the floor. The door closes by itself, trapping the strange happenings inside. Even with all this chaos, the girl stays asleep like a princess in a scary dream. The strange and spooky scene plays out, like a mysterious dance of weird things happening where you can't see them. It was really a cryptid and scary scene, and it left everyone scared about the things that happened in that room. Nobody knew who was doing this and what his purpose behind doing all this creepy stuff.
Falcons Head. In a breathtaking demonstration of nature's engineering miracle, a guy impresses onlookers by demonstrating the amazing falcon's ability to maintain its equilibrium. The man holds the wonderful bird with such skill while moving its body in different ways. The falcon's body moves, but its head stays astonishingly still, focused on one spot. This performance emphasizes the falcon's extraordinary agility and balance, perfected over years of evolution and adaptation for flawless flying movements. The audience watches in astonishment as the bird's body gracefully sways, yet its focus remains fixed. It's a monument to nature's remarkable mastery, with viewers captivated by the falcon's steadfast gaze amid the motion of movement. Painful disparities. The world is full of cruel disparities. For instance, in this video, a harsh reality strikes straight into our faces when a cute puppy glances from his car window over a street dog sitting at the side of the road, turning it into a helpless situation. Imagine a dog receiving all the love from its owners traveling in cars, while another dog gets all the hate and stones from people sitting on the side of the road. The video encompasses the hurtful tragedies all around us, showcasing the brutal reality of the world where two animals are treated differently depending on their breeds. Grizzly bears attack. This video will send chills down your spine. In broad daylight, a family set out on a venture to a safari park. Driving around the safari, they came across this cute, not-so-big brown bear walking beside their car. The man, out of curiosity and humbleness, tried to feed the grizzly bear a pretzel. You would think it a sweet gesture, but here things took a wild turn. The untamed grizzly bear, to eat the pretzel, attacked the man's hand with its jaws wide open. However, the car ride saved the day for him as the man quickly plunged his hand out of reach of the man, and they quickly drove away.
Bear attack cub. Deep within a wild place, a video surfaced showing something strange. Among the thick trees near a calm water spot, sunlight uncovered a scary event. A small, defenseless cub so innocent was trapped in a terrible situation. The one causing this harm was a huge bear, a powerful part of nature. While the cruel act went on, it felt like even the forest itself held its breath, watching. But nature in the wild is full of surprises. Just when things seemed darkest, another bear appeared out of nowhere like an unexpected hero. This bear had been quietly watching from afar. The arrival of this mysterious helper seemed to have some hidden power. The first bear, the aggressor, seemed unsure and backed away. Why did it do this? What strange force guided nature in these puzzling ways? These questions stayed without answers, leaving us uneasy. The second bear, now guarding the injured cub, looked at it with care. Sadly, it seemed the cub was already hurt badly. Though saved from immediate danger, it had painful marks from the rough encounter. As the second bear gently held the cub, a sad truth hung in the air. The mysteries of this wilderness were still unsolved. In that quiet part of the wild, a dark secret was whispered through the leaves. A baby cub had suffered at the paws of its own kind. The forest kept its secrets, guarding the mysterious code of nature. Mysteries of iguana survival. The videos show that in a peaceful place, a camera caught a strange and risky show. A tiny baby iguana roamed around, not knowing danger was close. The ground was rocky, with old stones and pebbles telling stories of past struggles. As the hot sun shone down, the iguana felt something bad behind it. It realized shakes were creeping closer. Fear rushed through its small body, triggering its survival instincts. Suddenly, it sprinted through the rocks, confusing the snakes. They couldn't catch it, and their plans failed. But the tale wasn't over. The cunning snakes regrouped for another try. Another iguana, innocent and unaware, walked into their trap. It tried to escape but couldn't avoid the snake's deadly bite. Then, a surprising twist. Another brave iguana appeared. At first, it stopped, maybe pretending to give up. But as the snakes got closer, courage surged. The little iguana outran the snakes, escaping danger and finding its mother. This story shows the mystery of life's delicate balance, where survival and sacrifice hang by a thin thread. It's a captivating scene filled with nature's eternal struggle. Mysterious Sunbear Rescue. In a dark and hidden place, a video revealed a secret that had been hidden for a long time. It was about a wild sun bear locked in a cage for 7 years. This was a cruel and mysterious thing. As we watched the video, we could see how terrible the bear's life had become. Her once strong body was now weak, and her black fur was covered in scars from her time in the cage. She seemed desperate, hurting herself in a desperate attempt to escape. It was as if she believed hurting herself would free her from the cage. Each scratch and scar told a story of the pain she endured, with no one to hear her cries. But then, a glimmer of hope appeared in the video. Some kind-hearted people came to rescue her, breaking the secrecy around her suffering. With care and gentleness, they freed her from the cage. However, the mystery deepened as they tried to help her recover. The bear, now frail and weak, stepped into a world outside the cage. Her healing was a puzzle, as veterinarians gave her vitamins and mysterious injections, whose purpose was known only to a few.
We gave her antibiotics. We also give her some painkiller because her joints are quite sore and she vomited earlier.
The question that lingered in the air was heavy with uncertainty. How did this sun bear end up in that cage for 7 long years? What terrible things had she endured during that time? The mystery of her past haunted those who saw her video, reminding us of the darkness that can hide the suffering of animals in our world. A bulldog versus mountain lion. In the wild bewilderment of a daunting mountain, a trail camera is seen recording a predator ruthlessly dismembering its prey on a tranquil and gloomy night. Still, to its dismay, another savage predator is gawking over the same game. The video began with a wild lion devouring his prey like a hungry beast. The paradigm shifted swiftly when a bulldog wandered over the same perilous trails. Sniffing through the tracks, the bulldog sauntered through the meaty scent. While the camera focused on the bulldog, unaware of the imminent danger, it continues its exploration, its tail wagging in a display of canine confidence. Little did it know that it was being watched, stalked by a force of nature far superior in strength and cunning. Those eyes were fixed on the bulldog like a lurking shadow of death, waiting to plunder over the poor dog who tried to invade its territory. In a few seconds, the mountain lion was seen lunging over the bulldog in a relatively swift but noiseless movement. Due to the ambiguity of the video, it was hard to decide whether the bulldog escaped this ferocious and sudden attack, or became the mountain lion's next prey. Haunted departmental store. In the dead of night, when every being seemed to be sleeping under the dense cloak of night, the security camera caught a set of mystic events, daunting and formidable to any human eye. The unblinking eye of a department store security camera caught unusual movements that occurred late at night. The stillness of the air, the heaviness of the place, and the enigmatic negative energy that was about to be radiated could all be felt through the camera. As the video plunged forward, a red-colored trolley peeked from nowhere. The trolley can be seen moving around with no being to push it, turn it, or control it to move through the thin and congested lanes of the department store. The trolley was seen to be moving at a languid pace, as if the supernatural being that was carrying it didn't want to leave any traces behind of its existence. The eerie creature managed to cloak his physical appearance, but the uncanny movements were captured. The scene's ambiguity left many loopholes and questioned the validity of this mysterious presence. Horror in the forest. As the sun's final rays painted the sky in eerie reds, a forest lay shrouded in darkness, a spooky place. A courageous cameraman entered this obscurity, hunting for secrets only the bravest would pursue. The wind whispered unsettling stories as the camera's lens focused, turning the world into a nightmare. An eerie figure appeared from the darkness, resembling the legendary Bigfoot. Its massive, pitch-black form moved with an unsettling grace, defying natural laws. The cameraman's hand shook as the creature's monstrous presence sent chills down his spine. A sense of dread blanketed the forest like a veil over the departed. This monstrous being radiated malevolence, drawing energy from fear itself. Its eyes, lacking humanity, pierced the souls of those who witnessed its horrifying performance. The camera continued to roll, capturing each heart-pounding moment. The creature's deliberate and menacing movements defied explanation. Was it a guardian of unspeakable evil, or did it foretell impending doom? The once lively forest fell into an eerie silence, as if nature itself recoiled from the abomination that prowled its depths.
Oh my god. Did you see that?
The cameraman's encounter left him frozen with fear, unable to grasp the nightmarish reality he had seen. The creature's purpose remained a mystery, hidden in impenetrable darkness. The video served as proof of the unspeakable horror lurking within the forest, reminding us that some secrets are best left alone. In the end, all that remained was a haunting image, a puzzle that continued to haunt the dreams of those who dared to peer into the forest's abyss at sunset, where the line between the natural and the supernatural blended into an endless realm of dread. Dog on the road. On a cold winter day, a lone traveler was driving down a desolate road covered in a thick blanket of snow. The air was thick with secrecy, and the road stretched endlessly, winding through a mysterious landscape. As the traveler's car headlights cut through the darkness, they revealed a shadowy figure by the roadside. Intrigued by this eerie sight, the traveler pulled over, feeling a strange mix of fear and curiosity. There, under the pale moonlight, lay a creature that defied easy understanding. It looked like a dog, but it was unlike any dog the traveler had ever seen. This dog had fur the color of polished mahogany, but it was in a pitiable state. Its once strong body had wasted away to a skeletal frame, with its ribs jutting out like cryptic symbols etched onto its fragile form. The traveler, a kind-hearted person, couldn't bear to leave the mysterious creature alone in its sorry state. With great care, he picked up the dog and held it gently, as if it were a delicate treasure from another world. He wrapped the dog in a warm blanket and headed back home. As he drove through the biting cold, he couldn't help but wonder about the dog's unexplained presence in that desolate place. Upon reaching his destination, the man examined the dog. Strangely, there were no visible injuries or wounds on the dog's body. The mystery of how the dog came to be there and why it was in such a pitiful condition remained unanswered. Coyote attack on deer. Once upon a time, in the heart of a thick, dark wood, under the alert glare of the moon, a dramatic and thrilling scene unfolded. It was a chilly night, and the timber was alive with mysterious rustlings and soft whispers of the wind. In this creepy stillness, an empty runner slipped, its sharp eyes flashing with expectation. As the night boosted, the runner's keen senses caught a faint sound in the distance. It was a deer, a graceful beast, ignorant of the lurking peril. The runner's instincts protested, and it began to stalk its prey with utmost covertness. The deer with its delicate hooves and gentle eyes grazed peacefully, fully unconscious to the impending pitfall. The runner moved closer, its satiny body blending with the murk. It watched, muscles curled, ready to spring into action. Suddenly, with a burst of speed and nimbleness, the runner dived towards the unknowing deer. The timber resonated with the startled cry of the deer as it desperately tried to escape. The chase was on, a heart-pounding race through the moonlit timber. In this nightly battle of survival, the runner's determination and cunning were wrinkled against the deer's speed and dexterity. The aftermath hung in the balance, a testament to the protesting laws of nature in the mysterious world of the timber at night. Triop fish. In the big ocean, something amazing happened when a camera recorded a cool video of a special whitefish. The water was super clear and sparkled in the sun, making the fish look even more awesome. This fish was all dressed up in shiny white scales, smoothly gliding through the water. Its fins moved like soft bodies, making it feel like it was dancing in a show. When the camera zoomed in, you could see all the tiny details of the fish, the pretty patterns on its scales and how its tail swayed back and forth in a nice rhythm. The underwater world came alive as the fish swam around, sometimes zipping between coral formations with quick and clever moves. The simple white color made the fish stand out, turning it into the star of this aquatic dance. Watching this cool video lets you see a look into the fish's life, making you feel amazed and happy about the beauty hiding behind the sea. Huge wild boars. Alright, so the trail camera goes into the night mode, right? And what does it find? A gang of massive wild boars doing a midnight march in the creepy woods. I'm talking big, burly pigs strutting around like they own the place. Now add some eerie vibes to the mix. It's pitch dark. The woods are lurking in shadows, and these colossal boars are just parading through. But here's the kicker. Their eyes. Those eyes are like mini flashlights glowing in the dark, giving off some serious spooky movie vibes. Imagine stumbling upon this footage in the dead of night. You've got these huge shadowy boars, their eyes shining like something out of a horror flick. It's like the wild decided to host its own midnight monster parade. Nature can be a real show-off, especially when it's got a bunch of oversized glow-eyed boars strutting their stuff in the darkness. Gives you a whole new appreciation for daylight, doesn't it? Chased by a bear. Once upon a time, there was this family who decided to have a delightful day out on their motorboat. The sun was shining, the lake was calm, and they were having a blast. They were laughing, playing, and feeling on top of the world. But also, out of the blue, effects took a wild turn. As they sped across the water, they noticed commodity big and furry lumbering toward them. It was a bear. This bear appeared to have a taste for adventure, or perhaps just a need for speed because it was chasing them. Fear set in as they provoke up their machine, trying to outpace the bear. The bear, settled and determined, kept coming, getting nearer and nearer. The family was in full adrenaline mode, hearts pounding, and they contended for safety. Ultimately, they managed to outthink the bear and reach the safety of the support, laughing nervously about the bear's need for speed. It was an adventure they'd no way forget, and they decided that coming time they'd stick to safer waters. The Ants and the Sneaky Snake. Once upon a time, in a quiet corner of the arena, being enough unusually came off. A sneaky snake, likely lost and looking for a snack, crawled right into the home of some hard-working ants. You can imagine the shock on those little ants' faces when they saw this long snake. The snake, not knowing where it was, whizzed and swirled its body around, making the ants fear.
They scurried then and there, trying to figure out what to do. But these ants were not bones to give up fluently. They huddled together and formed a little ant army, and you wouldn't believe how they worked together to face the meddler. They nipped at the snake's scales, throwing off and annoying it. With their cooperation, they managed to drive the snake down. And they cheered in itty-bitty ant voices as their home was safe again. And that is the story of how a bunch of fearless ants defended their home from an unanticipated snake visit. Crown of Victory. In the blissful sight of the Arctic region, a colossal deer with enormous antlers was seen wandering through snowy hills. However, this wasn't the sole reason to document this beautiful herbivore. There was something peculiar about this colossal elk. As he was grazing in the meadows, a giant thing stuck in his horns caught the observer's attention. That massive thing was the crown of his victorious battle. It was the head of another deer, who might have been unluckily in a deadly encounter. The way that the head had been pierced through one of its antlers speaks great volumes about the immense strength these Arctic elk possess and how fatal their encounters can be. Predator versus predator. Have you ever seen a predator falling prey to another predator? Nature's vicious cycle works in such a way that even venomous predators can serve as a delicious meal for avians. For instance, in this video, an eagle can be seen brutally dismembering a giant snake. These sharp claws had their grips tight on the slithering creature, while its pointed beak started making brutal incisions on the snake's wriggling body. This video might be triggering for you guys, as the eagle ripped apart the snake's abdomen, exposing his intestines and eating them right away. The eagle did not stop there. It kept butchering the snake nibble by nibble, and in the end, severed its already torn body. Leap of faith. A lone bobcat sat out on a risky journey amid the vastness of the Arctic wasteland. The landscape, blanketed in snow and ice, stretched endlessly before the cat. The bobcat was conscious of the threats hiding beneath the frosty surface, and used its strong senses to detect its every move. While walking over the frozen lake, the bobcat felt shivers run down its spine as a sudden sharp cracking broke the eerie calm. At that instant of extreme danger, the bobcat's survival instincts took over. It shot into the freezing air with a magnificent leap full of speed and agility. With a gentle thud, it landed on the other side of the brittle ice after using its strong legs to drive itself to safety. The bobcat's quick reflexes and acute awareness had kept it safe from the freezing grasp of the water below in the face of hardship. Fear reflecting through the mirror. Just minding its own business and having fun, a bear strolled through the trees in a jungle. However, it noticed something odd out of the blue, which actually was a mirror, but it was strange and creepy for the bear. The bear couldn't resist checking itself out, and that's when things got weird. Its eyes went from being inquisitive to strangely concentrated, as though they were hiding a sinister secret. The bear was startled and tried to run away, but it could not. It seemed as though the mirror had enchanted it. The jungle went all quiet, and you could almost feel the suspense in the air. The bear and the mirror were locked in this strange, eerie moment, and the bear was confused and astonished enough. He had the experience of his life about which he will now wonder for ages.
Oh no, witch? In a remote area of Saudi Arabia on a quiet and dark night, a group of police officers had a rather unsettling encounter. As they were patrolling the deserted road, they suddenly spotted a figure that sent shivers down their spines. At first, they saw a woman dressed like a witch. She wore a long, flowing white dress, and her hair cascaded freely around her. This eerie sight in the dead of night left the officers on high alert, and they watched from the safety of their locked vehicle. The stark contrast between the witch's appearance and the pitch-black surroundings created a surreal and spine-tingling moment. With a mixture of curiosity and apprehension, the police officers remained watchful, unsure of what this mysterious encounter might bring. Cryptic Nightmare, Paranormal Terror. In a dark, abandoned house, a camera came to life, recording a terrifying scene that sent shivers down the spine. Its lens revealed something unimaginable. As the camera zoomed in, a horrifying figure emerged from the shadows. Climbing the creaky stairs with an eerie, twisted grace. It moved like a nightmare. Meanwhile, on a lonely, pitch-black road, a family found themselves swallowed by an unnatural silence that gnawed at their sanity. Then, the inexplicable occurred. The camera, their sole source of security, captured something beyond belief, but it was too late. The monstrous entity, once confined to the camera's frame, breached the bounds of reality, infiltrating their car. Fear took tangible form, and their terrified faces were illuminated by the screen's cold, flickering light, their screams echoing in terror. The recording documented their descent into madness, a dissonant symphony of pain and hopelessness. It was a nightmare that went beyond technology, etching itself into their very souls. No one could unravel the mystery of these unholy beings or discern their purpose in our world. They remained spectral enigmas born from darkness, concealed by the veil of the unknown. Ultimately, the camera provided no answers, only a chilling reminder that there exist realms beyond our understanding, lurking in the shadows, ready to shatter our fragile sense of security. The recording served as an eerie testament to the unimaginable horrors that lurk just beyond the edge of our reality.
Monkey Feast. A cheeky young monkey lounges on a rock by the beautiful stream, enjoying and feasting on ripe mangoes. The monkey is twice the size of the normal monkey of its kind, and still doesn't seem to want to diet. It skillfully peels the mango with its little fingers and nibbles on it while enjoying the view. Some more leftovers of mangoes can be seen around him, making it clear that this isn't the first mango it's eating. This is one of the cutest videos ever captured in the wild. Colorful feathers. Imagine this gorgeous hen, a brilliantly colored feathered work of art. Its body is covered in a symphony of hues. Vivid black and sunny yellows move over its feathers like paintbrush strokes on a canvas. Its glossy plumage is caressed by the sunlight, creating a glittering spectacle. The minute features are brought to life when it rests elegantly on a rock. Those round yellow eyes capture the essence of the creativity of nature, telling tales of curiosity and intelligence. The bird's feathers gleam in the sunlight, and the bright colors capture the spectator's attention in a glimpse. These beautifully colored hens are one of the rarest species of birds in the world. What do you think about them? Mysterious video of a huge snake. In a really old farmhouse, way out in a distant village, something strange happened during the day. A weird video popped up showing something mysterious that left everyone who watched it very puzzled. Right in the middle of the video, there was a massive snake. It looked as scary as the village's hidden past. This snake was tied up to a worn-out pillar with some invisible ropes. Its huge size made everyone uncomfortable, like it came from a legend and was now in their hands. People in the village whispered that they might have done this, tied the snake up. But where this snake came from remained a big mystery. It showed up out of nowhere, like a ghostly protector or an omen, and no one could figure out why. The snake had shiny silver scales with dark lines on them. These lines seemed to move in a creepy way, like they had some strange power. Being near it made people feel uneasy, and a cold feeling crept over them. As the video played again and again, more and more questions filled the minds of the villagers and anyone who saw it. The old farmhouse, which already held so many secrets, now had a new puzzle. It both fascinated and frightened everyone, all under the strange gaze of the ancient snake.
Leopard's Feast. In the heart of the wild one sunny day, a sneaky bloodsucker hunted through the thick emerald forest. It had keen eyes, sharp claws, and a spotted fur that helped it blend into the spotted gloom. The critter's empty belly roared, encouraging it to find food. With quiet and careful way, the cat stalked its prey, its muscles curled like springs ready to hurtle. And in one fast move, it bounded, its claws sharp as daggers, and clamped onto its mess. As the leopard prowled, it spotted a juicy morsel hard, a full unknowing prey. Its eyes lit up with hunger with a nippy, graceful movement. The leopard crept closer, every muscle in its body curled like a spring. The leopard attacked. It bounded onto a sturdy tree, its claws digging into the bark, and began a skillful climb. The prey limped and jerked in the bloodsucker's grasp, but the leopard's grip was unyielding. The tree's branches swayed and creaked under their weight. Eventually, the leopard reached a secure perch high above the timber bottom, flavoring its well-earned mess with a palmy grin. Hungry monkey babies. The camera captured a spooky sight of two little monkeys all drenched and tiny. In the daytime, these little monkey babies were so small and they were shaking because of the cold. They were really hungry and trying hard to find something to eat. Then a kind man came and gave them some milk in a feeder. They drank it up like they hadn't eaten for days. They seemed incredibly hungry. It was quite a surprising scene. Seeing these shivering, wet monkeys suddenly getting a warm meal, it made you wonder how they survived out there in the cold. But at that moment, they were just happy to have something to eat and get warm. It was a heartwarming sight for sure.
River otter. One sunny day by the river, something strange happened. A curious otter popped out of the water, its shiny, wet fur sparkling in the sun. A hidden camera nearby caught the otter's surprise visit. When the otter saw the camera, it paused for a moment, like it knew someone was watching. The little creature quickly checked around, then zoomed away into the bushes. The quiet river saw it all, only leaving a few ripples where the otter showed up. The camera, like a quiet spy, recorded everything with its staring eye. Why did the otter come up? What secrets did it carry as it vanished into the bushes? The river kept its mysteries flowing calmly, making everyone watching feel curious and full of questions. The otter's short visit turned the peaceful scene into a bit of a puzzle, adding more excitement to the air. Creature on a trail cam. In the quiet woods, a mysterious snap snapped on a trail cam reveals a mysterious creature. Glowing eyes enter through the blurry image, shrouded in closeness. What could it be? A thrilling snapshot leaves us questioning, our curiosity aroused. The close view adds suspense, inviting us to imagine the unknown lurking in the dark. Intrigue deepens with each pixel, a visual story waiting to be untwisted. Mysterious Nightcrawler captured. Late at night on a dark, quiet street, a security camera recorded something very strange. It was so spooky that it gave people chills. The street had no light except for some distant street lamps, making it all the more eerie. A mysterious figure slowly appeared on the camera, moving silently down the empty road. It was tough to see its shape because it blended with the darkness. People started calling it the Nightcrawler because of the way it moved, like it was part of the shadows. Then a car drove by, and its bright headlights briefly lit up the street. In that moment, the mysterious creature vanished quickly into the darkness as if it was never there. The people inside the car probably had no idea of the strange thing that had just passed. People began to wonder who or what this Nightcrawler was. Some thought it might be a creature from old stories, while others guessed it could be a person up to no good, hiding in the dark. Since the camera didn't capture clear details, the mystery deepened. It became a topic of fascination, like a spooky story people tell each other at night. In the end, nobody could solve the puzzle of the Nightcrawler. It remained a secret, a mystery that people whispered about. Maybe it was a glimpse into a world we don't understand, or perhaps it was a reminder that even in our modern world, the night still hides its secrets, waiting for those who are curious enough to find them. Mysterious forest chase. In a quiet forest during the daytime, something strange happened, hidden from regular people watching. A camera unintentionally recorded a scene that would always be hard to explain. Among the twisted trees and rustling leaves, two mysterious creatures appeared, a single dog and a massive wolf, both eerie figures deep in the woods. The dog's dark presence felt like it covered everything, hinting at chaos. Then, like lightning in the dark, the huge black wolf suddenly chased after the dog. The dog, already scared, ran as fast as it could, its paws a blur on the ground. Their chase was a scary, silent dance, a mix of fear and fierceness under the old trees. They went deeper into the forest where the trees cast long, eerie shadows. The dog's scared barks and the wolf's haunting howls made a mysterious sound in the quiet woods. What caused this strange chase? Why was the dog being chased by the wolf? As the sun went down, making long shadows, the chase kept going. Neither the wolf nor the dog gave up. It was a strange and dark scene, a clash of powers that nobody could understand happening right in front of the camera. In the heart of the woods, the mystery continued as the dog and wolf played their strange game, leaving many questions and mysteries behind.
Bear chase in snow. In a snowy place, a snowboarder was singing a beautiful song. She was busy doing her own stuff. She didn't know a bear was following her. The snow and sky were quiet. She glided on her board, leaving marks in the snow. The bear, like a ghost, silently chased her. Her song mixed with the cold wind, and she danced like a ghost. The trees watched. A video showed her happy, but the bear chasing. It felt like time was waiting for something unexpected. If she knew, maybe her song would change. She didn't know the bear behind her. This moment in the snow stays a mystery in the video, waiting for someone to understand. Nobody knew why that bear was following her and what was his purpose. The bear might cause her harm. It was really a mysterious scene. Bears play with ice. The camera captured a breathtaking video of a light brown polar bear in the snowy land. It was playing with people like they were friends. A man was throwing snowballs and the bear loved it. It acted just like little human babies having so much fun. The bear sat on the ice looking super happy. The sight was so amazing and rare that it left everyone super surprised. Seeing a bear like this was a once-in-a-lifetime thing. It felt like a dream, but it was real. Imagine a big fluffy bear covered in snow playing with people like they were its pals. It was so cool, and the video made it even cooler. Nature can be full of surprises, and this was definitely one of them.
Sneak attack. In a quiet, sun-soaked influent, a mischievous alligator hatched a devious plan. With stealthy eyes lurking just above the water's surface, it observed a young boy casting his fishing line into the peaceful river. Suddenly, like a shadow in the murky depths, the alligator devised a sneak attack. With a swift charge, it burst forth from the water, jaws wide open, aiming to snatch the boy's prized catch. The unsuspecting boy, absorbed in the thrill of the catch, was caught off guard. The splash echoed through the serene surroundings as the alligator's attempt was captured by a hidden camera. The reptilian thief's daring attack unfolded in a series of shots, freezing the heart-pounding moment when predator and prey collide. The boy, astonished by the unexpected assault, managed to escape with his fish, while the alligator sneaks back into the water, its snout disappearing beneath the ripples. The stolen moment, frozen in time by the cam, became a tale of the wild, a reminder of nature's unpredictable dance between survival and surprise. Bear encounter. Once in a big wild jungle, two familiars decided to explore. They walked among tall trees and twisted vines, feeling excited about what was ahead. As they went further, they heard a noise in the bushes. Suddenly, a huge bear came out, its fur shining in the sunlight. The hikers got really scared and stood still. The bear was more curious than mean.
Go to the left side of the trail.
Left side of the trail.
It sniffed the air and stood up on its back legs. The hikers, hearts beating fast, stepped back slowly, trying not to upset the big animal.
Hey, bear.
The jungle got super quiet as this surprising meeting happened. Eventually, the bear, maybe tired of watching the scared humans, strolled back into the jungle. The hikers felt so relieved, realizing they had a close moment with the wild beauty. The jungle, once mysterious, became a story they'd tell for a long time, a story of bravery and the day they met a bear in the deep, wild heart of nature.
Now, as compared to all other videos in this list, this one might be the scariest of all. It was uploaded on YouTube in 2020 and freaked everyone out. Some said it was a weird being who lives in the sewers near their home, and others said it was a blob like a human mutant, but it later turned out that it was a man pranking his own friend. The demons and the ghosts might only come out at night, but the witches can do it anytime they want. For instance, this one time when a man caught a woman dressed in white on his camera. She was standing behind the dumpsters, her hair all messy and on her face. Ask me, and she looked like she just came from a horror movie set. Or maybe she actually did. People have been claiming the man here might be Jesus. But is it really? Or was it just some fake edited video? But just for a minute, if we consider it to be real, then wouldn't it be the weirdest clip out there? How did the man vanish into this strong flow of water? Did he survive? And if so, how? So many questions, and just one short clip as an answer is what we have. Look at the couple all happy, in love with each other. The clip seems so lovey-dovey. If you don't pay attention to what's happening in the background, let us slow it down a bit so you can have a closer look at the demon standing right behind them and then disappearing just a second after. Trail cam catching animals doing their usual stuff is old. Animals catching trail cam recording them is new these days. Take this bear for instance. He was going on his way when suddenly he turned towards the camera, giving it a look like acknowledging the fact that the camera is there. It was a stormy day when this guy decided to go on a drive, and he never expected what he was going to see on his way. It was a massive bat, the largest anyone has ever seen. Or was it even a bat? It could be an alien too. You let us know what you guys think. When this clip went viral, it scared the hell out of everyone who watched it. The massive gorilla-like figure was seen in it, but it was no gorilla, and that everyone could tell for sure. But then, what was it? That's the question no one has been able to answer. This video has sent shivers down the spines of everyone who's watched it. In the dead of night, a strange, luminous creature is seen crawling on the ground in an isolated location. Some refer to it as the rake, while others speculate that it might be an unidentified animal. However, the individuals who captured the footage claim that although it resembled a human, it was undoubtedly not human. So what exactly was it? Perhaps we'll never truly know. The dark web is a realm familiar to many, yet accessible to only a few. Trust me when I say that those who have ventured into it have often come to rue their decision. Allow me to present this video as evidence. An eerie creature silently traverses, moving from the hallway into a room and eventually disappearing into unknown territories. And if you suspect it to be a human, take a closer look at its peculiar gait. Does that resemble the movement of a human being to you? This video was captured by a brave soul who thought it would be a really great idea to go out alone into the deep woods at night. He thought he'd end up meeting some unusual beings and, well, guess what? He got exactly what he was expecting. A creepy little cryptid staring right at him from behind the tree. Was it just waiting for the right moment to attack, or was it too scared to come out? The mystery has been unsolved since forever. What this video captured was not only something out of this world, but also seemed to be from another universe. How can a being so effortlessly change shape and then fly away like that? Either there's a lot happening on this planet that we don't know about, or humans have become exceptionally skilled at editing videos. Some kids were playing in a playground when they noticed something unusual near a tree. Intrigued, they approached it to investigate, and this is what they discovered. At first, it resembled a firefly, or perhaps a dragonfly, but after a few moments, it became apparent that it had arms and legs. The creature seemed to possess 4 limbs, 2 arms, and 2 legs. When the video circulated on the internet, many people claimed it was a fairy, while others dismissed it as a hoax. This trail cam was doing its job, recording the animal looking for food or something, and then we see 2 glowing eyes in the background. Could it be a monster or just a bear? No logical explanation was ever given, and all we have is this footage and those 2 terrifying eyes. Out of this minute-long video, you only see it at the very end. A very huge creature doing something under the shade of a tree. According to the person who recorded this, it was a Yeti. But nothing is for sure, as no one had ever seen anything like that in the area before. Hence, the mystery remains unsolved since forever. If you still think fairies aren't real, then explain to me this clip. It clearly shows a creature flying around being all mischievous around the camera, just like Tinkerbell should do. So tell me, if not a fairy, then what can it be? At first I was like, is this something out of a fantasy fiction movie or something? Or maybe it's real. It looks like a dog or a horse maybe, since it's on all 4s. What if they're real? I'm gonna go adopt one ASAP. 2 guys thought they were the paranormal experts, so they went into an abandoned building to see what they can catch there. And they ended up with this creature dressed in all black. Being all brave, they tried following the thing, but when they got to where the creature was, it had already vanished. Bigfoots aren't creatures that prefer to stay in hiding all the time. Sometimes they get so close to humans that it becomes almost impossible for us to believe. That's exactly what happened in this clip, where a man was busy with his baby. As the camera moved up, we saw a big creature going somewhere. The man whose CCTV camera captured this video was left shaken when he saw it. It was his dog playing with another dog, which looked more like a ghost. It happened in Melbourne, and as soon as it hit YouTube, people couldn't help but relate to the movie Pet Sematary. However, no one could tell if it was real or just a camera error. Ask me, and I'd say that looks as real as something can be. But what do you guys think? Now, this video was recorded on a Ring camera in April 2023 and shows a pretty creepy woman being her weird self at someone else's door. Even though she looked like she might be too drunk, the sight of her was creepy enough to scare the homeowners so much that they decided not to open the door and called the police. She tried multiple keys to open the lock, and fortunately none of them worked. But she tried multiple times before walking off the property. A man went to Romania, and from the locals he heard about a weird zoo nearby. He decided to go and check it out. Cameras weren't allowed, so he hid one and went inside. What he captured was something creepy as hell. A man, or something that looks kind of like a man, was in a cage, growling like an animal, and people were there just to watch it, like they were watching other animals. The video just shows us a small glimpse of the creature, and we're left wondering what on earth might be going on there. It might look like a usual video from a nightclub, but wait till you see a tiny creature appearing on your screen and then disappearing in a millisecond. What's even weirder here is that not a single person realized the presence of the creepy thing. Is it that the creature was only visible on the camera and not to the naked eye? And what kind of creature is that exactly? Let me know if you have any insights. I'll be honest about this one. At first, it just looked like a cat to me, but when they zoomed in on it and the creature became clear, that's when I freaked out. I don't know what the woman was thinking, going in there and then getting scared. Of course, the creature was offended, and it also looked like it was ready to pounce on her if she hadn't moved back. Don't you agree? A woman with her head upside down, and maybe she was upside down too? Well, this is what a camera in India captured. The area was already famous for being haunted by all kinds of ghosts at night, and the video just confirmed the fear of the locals, since there's a chance that it might be just a prank by someone. We all think that fairies aren't real, but the people in this village might be thinking otherwise, as they have this abandoned place called the Fairy Village. According to them, fairies lived there once, but had to leave when too many humans started knowing about it. But this is not it. There are many legends and stories famous about it. Some say elves lived there, while others say they see fairies sometimes. In case you want to go visit, it's in the woods of Middlebury. And it all started with them getting on with their fireworks. Whoever was sleeping peacefully in the dark of the night got disturbed and had to come out of the darkness to scare the annoying humans off, and needless to say, it kind of succeeds in doing so. The Martin Mansion is an abandoned building located in California. It's been abandoned for years and is famous for the ghosts that reside in it. However, that was not enough to scare these people, and they decided to go in and confirm it themselves. Well, they got what they were looking for: a ghost with a lantern. Even though we couldn't make much of it, it was still enough to ensure that those guys will never return to the place. There's a video of some guys who went for a walk in the dark woods at night. They had a flashlight, but it was still very dark. While they were walking, they discovered a strange creature sitting on the ground with its back facing them. At first, they thought it was an animal, but when it turned its head, they saw its eerie, glowing eyes and a very creepy face. Some people believe it was a demon, while others think it was a fallen angel. In any case, it's really scary. If you think booby traps are something only old drug dealers and mafias had in their houses, you'll think otherwise after watching this. Two men set up potentially deadly traps on Hiker's Trail in Utah. And yes, it was a normal trail for most hikers in the area. It's a miracle that no one got hurt considering the placement of the traps. We don't know what the dog was thinking in this video. Must have thought it was a regular dog considering the way it was barking. The man recording the video had no idea either since he was so far away. However, when the tall, dark wolf got up, annoyed and done with the dog's barking, we realized it was no little dog. Instead, it was a monstrous wolf. A deceased werewolf was discovered by a farmer who subsequently handed it over to researchers for examination and analysis. Later on, unidentified individuals shared photos and videos of the werewolf, instilling great terror in those who came across them. Despite the researchers' diligent efforts to investigate, they were unable to provide any explanation, further deepening the enigma surrounding the incident. While taking his usual stroll, an Australian man stumbled upon an intriguing creature that resembled a worm but possessed some peculiar characteristics. What truly sets it apart is not its worm-like appearance, but rather its remarkable length and segmented structure. I've never witnessed a worm of such considerable size before. In this intriguing video, we see a cat relaxing under a deck while a bald eagle unexpectedly enters the yard. The cat curiously observes the eagle as it approaches. They have a respectful standoff for over 15 minutes, and the cat cautiously approaches the eagle, causing its back to arch and the eagle spreads its wings. It's unclear what the eagle's intentions were, whether it was after the cat or something else, but it was an intriguing clip nonetheless. The notion of mermaids being mythical creatures may be called into question after watching this video. In India, a man spotted something extraordinary swimming in the water and approached it for closer examination. To his astonishment, he discovered a creature that bore an uncanny resemblance to a mermaid, albeit smaller in size than anticipated. Could it be a baby mermaid? Or perhaps a tiny drowning monkey? Given the abrupt conclusion of the video, we cannot definitively determine the truth. I don't know what the man was doing on that raft and going exactly where, but when he turned the camera towards the thing he thought was following him, it definitely gave me creeps. If something like that was following me, I don't know how I'd remain so calm and record it all. But, well, he did, and after watching the clip, many suspected it to be a mermaid or something similar. Even though nothing was confirmed, there's still a slight chance that it might be. You must have watched Courage the Cowardly Dog. Well, let's just say life might just be the same for some people. For instance, this young man who recorded the clip of this weird creature lurking somewhere on Earth. Now, I don't know what place that is, and I don't want to know either. Just look at the size. Who would be so calm recording it and not running for their life? Unless it's fake. When a man was looking outside his window, he saw something very weird. There was a man sitting in front if he looked through the glass. But when he saw not from the window glass, there was nobody. How exactly is that possible? Unless it's a vampire or something. But was it? What do you guys think? A few years back, some workers were assigned the work to go to the back side of the factory and check why one of the drainage pipes was blocked, since it was causing a lot of problems. So they went with their phone cameras rolling to get video evidence of whatever problem they faced. But they ended up capturing something they weren't expecting at all. A white figure peeked from inside the pipe, leaving them shocked. This pig comes from China, and it looks very different from other pigs. Its face is shaped in a way that some people find scary, and it has a nose that looks strange, like a person's nose or something that boys have. Because of its unusual face shape, it has trouble breathing, and its tongue sticks out of its mouth in a funny way. When it opens its mouth wide, it looks like it's screaming, but no sound comes out. It seems like nature didn't protect this little piglet enough. Encountering a Bigfoot from a distance is one thing, but witnessing the spectacle of a colossal creature stumbling and tumbling takes it to a whole new level, and that's precisely what this individual managed to capture on camera. Two immense beings, possibly Yetis, were observed devouring an animal, and within seconds, one of them lost balance and rolled down the icy slope. Despite being recorded in 2016, no one has been able to provide a reasonable explanation to this day. It might have been a rake or perhaps a big monkey with shining eyes, though the chances of it being the latter are pretty low because there aren't many monkeys whose eyes glow like that in complete darkness. So what does that mean? Was it truly a garden tool? And if so, where did it go after staring at the camera? Are they hiding in the deep, dark areas, or do you think it's all a hoax? When two guys were in the forest filming and doing their thing, they heard strange sounds coming from somewhere nearby, and they thought it'd be better to go and investigate the area. Unaware of what was coming, they went there, and then this happened. A strange, pale creature came running towards them, scaring the guys. The video ends suddenly, so we're not sure what happened to them. If you believe that you're safe from strange beings when you're at home, you're mistaken. They follow you wherever you go. For example, take a look at this clip. This man thought he lived alone until a child appeared from behind a TV, peeking from behind. The man had to go check, and that's when things got strange, because the child completely disappears when the man reaches there. A dog-like creature that was bent over was captured on camera running away from something. This makes me curious. Was it scared or was it trying to escape after doing something wrong? Despite gaining millions of views online, nobody has been able to identify exactly what it was. We all know that the only purpose of trail cams is to capture wildlife at its best. But sometimes these cameras end up recording some other kind of life at its best too. Just like any bear or lion would, this creepy creature was also distracted by the trail cam. Late at night and before going on its way, the creature made sure to give a nice stare to the camera. And if that was my camera, I'd have removed it from there ASAP. A man happened to capture this slimy thing when it was on his way somewhere, and since it wasn't like anything he'd seen before, he decided to capture it on camera. It doesn't appear to have any eyes, but a head-like thing which moves a little bit. It looks something like what a blob would look like. So is it some new species? And if it is, then I'd rather stay away from this slimy thing. Ever wondered how large anacondas are? What's the maximum limit they can go to? Well, they can easily go to 30 feet, and this anaconda right here can give you an idea of how dangerous these beings can be. The tree can't even hold its weight, and it comes down as this snake tries slithering its way up on it. Watching this, I'm really glad Titanoboas are long gone, or God knows what might have happened. Maybe it really was a rake, or maybe just a gorilla with glowing eyes. Though the chances of it being the latter are pretty low because there aren't many gorillas whose eyes glow like that in pitch dark. So what does that mean? Was it really a rake? And if so, then where did it go after staring at the camera? Are they hiding it in the deep dark regions? Or do you think it's all fake? When two guys were out in the woods filming and doing their thing, they heard weird noises coming from somewhere nearby, and they thought it'd be better to go and check the area out. Not knowing what was coming, they went there, and then this happened. A weird whitish creature came running towards them, freaking them out. The video ends abruptly, so we're not sure what happened to them. If you think you're safe from the weird beings if you're at your home, then you're wrong. They follow you everywhere you go. For instance, take a look at this clip. This man thought he lived alone until a kid appeared from behind the TV, peeking from behind. The man had to go check, and that's when things got weird, because the kid completely vanishes when the man reaches there. And this bended like a dog creature was caught on camera running away from something, and this is the point where I wonder, was it scared of something? Or did it do something and was trying to run and not get caught? Even after millions of views on the internet, no one was able to tell exactly what that was. While most individuals tend to avoid perilous situations, there are those inquisitive souls who relish delving deep into the enigmatic realms. Take, for instance, this duo who, during their forest expedition, stumbled upon an abandoned mine shaft. Judging by its appearance, it seemed as though centuries had passed since anyone had set foot inside. Contrary to the instincts of regular folks, these two individuals decided to approach the mine shaft and investigate its contents. However, within seconds, they discovered why the mine shaft had been forsaken. An unusual creature with luminous eyes suddenly materialized out of thin air. Some men were driving their way home late at night when they saw something weird nearby, so they stopped their car and decided to film it on their camera. And when you see this, you'll be just freaked out as it shows a creepy creature looking towards the men from behind something. Some claimed it was the rake, while others said it was just someone in a costume, but nothing was for sure. This cat was doing the usual cat stuff, and the owner of the cat was recording herself being herself, just like most cat people out there do. But then something weird happened. A creepy hand came from under the drawer and tried grabbing the cat. People were quick to suspect it was a demon living under there. What do you think about it? When people started hearing weird noises coming from the sewers, they informed the authorities. However, even after investigating, there was nothing to be found, so they set a camera under there. And this is what the camera recorded: a pair of glowing eyes. Like the creatures came to inspect and quickly ran away after seeing the camera. Pretty scary, don't you think? In April 2023, people saw a mysterious creature swimming in the water. It was in a park where most of them went jogging in the morning, so a lot of witnesses were there. The creature looked like it was stuck in the water but refused to come out, so no one could really tell what it was except that it was unusual and nothing like they'd ever seen before. To some, it looked like a serpent, but nothing was ever confirmed. When the video was uploaded, no one could tell what it was. A caterpillar? Or maybe some other insect? But it didn't look like anyone had seen before. Well, I did my research, and it came out to be a thing called a case-bearing clothes moth. And this thing is just as weird as its name. They're named due to the silken case the larva weaves to protect itself while it's eating your carpet, and, well, I too would be weirded out if I ever saw one. What may appear as an incredibly creepy thing to you is actually a creature called a cystosoma. These are the world's most transparent animals, and yes, they do look peculiar. If you're thinking it's a prawn, it's not. Cystosoma belongs to a genus of marine mudflat worms, but it's distinct from all others based on its appearance. If you easily get scared of bugs, then pray to God that you never encounter this creature in your home. It's worse than any spider or any other bug on this planet. With countless legs and unsettling movements, let's just hope we never come face to face with this creature in real life. These four friends were enjoying their time capturing their pictures and all when something weird happened. A lizard-like thing, but bigger in size, appeared out of nowhere and ran towards the guys. We can hear them scream before the clip ends, so I don't think something good happened there. Creepy things can happen anywhere, and creepy creatures can appear anywhere, and this woman experienced it when at home. While all she wanted was to record her baby playing on the ground, she ended up getting footage of a tiny being running free in their home, and no, it wasn't a lizard or a rat. In fact, it looked kind of like a human, but a very tiny one. So does that mean dwarfs are real? Is it a plant or some new kind of bird babies? Well, whatever they are, I'll be staying far, far away from them because they already look quite creepy in a video. When this clip hit the internet, it had everyone in shock. To some, it was a rare sea animal, and to others, they were alien babies. But to me, they're something I should stay away from. While we think that fish are for water and we are for land, these snakeheads are here to prove us all wrong. They can move just as efficiently and quickly on land as they can in water. And now I think that we need to not just look out for snakes hiding somewhere, but these snakeheads too.
See you, bud.
A man had the most terrifying moment of his life when he was tarpon fishing at sunrise in a tropical wetland in Florida. Everything was going well, and he even managed to catch a fish. But that's when things started going the wrong way. As he started reeling in the spool, he noticed a gigantic alligator raising its head out of the water and about to approach him. Stunned, he stepped back, but the reptile chased him. Even though he got lucky and the gator turned back, that was one scary experience to remember. What looked like a bunch of school kids going somewhere in a line was actually a group of fish who were having the time of their lives on land. Maybe they just wanted to try something new and were bored with their life in water? Whatever the reason, the fish kind of scared 1 million people on the internet from the video. However, we'll tell you that these are mud skippers, and they're actually known to be able to breathe air while out of the water. Incredible, right? A usual night ride back home became a scary one when these bikers and other people started crossing the bridge. What awaited them was a humanoid creature walking on the bridge. Nobody knew what it was and where exactly it was going. The only thing that seems suspicious here is the normal manner everyone's going about their thing. The biker says he got scared, but why was he getting so close then? Imagine you're enjoying a fun night with your friends when suddenly a huge animal appears from the darkness and locks eyes with you. I can't fathom why these people chose to stay and record it. That creature is an enormous wolf, my friend. Your safest option is to run as fast as you can to save yourself. 2 teenagers in Akron, Ohio were on their work break when they noticed something unusual outside their car window near a cemetery. They saw a dark figure digging something up in the cemetery, but it didn't look like a human. The figure had a strange body shape and thin arms. Some people suggested it could be a Sasquatch or even a zombie, but the true identity of the figure remains unknown. The girls were scared and quickly drove away. Regardless, it's unsettling to think that something non-human was disturbing graves. A news reporter was sharing a regular story when something incredibly strange happened behind her. A bright light appeared in the sky, and her cameraman pointed it out. The reporter was visibly shocked as the light orb flew away, which was very bright and illuminated the area around it, indicating that it wasn't fake. And since it was broadcast live some years ago, it would have been difficult to add special effects. However, well, I can't be very sure about it. When the man thought it was just a baby cougar and nobody else, the mama cougar was there watching him. And in a minute, it sprinted towards the man very quickly but came to a halt a short distance away. This continued for 6 whole minutes, which must have felt like the longest 6 minutes of the man's life. This man deserves credit for remaining calm and not running away as most people would have done. He also never turned his back to the cougar, and that decision ultimately saved his life. Sometimes trail cams, which are primarily used to capture wildlife, end up recording something else as well. This strange creature, like a bear or lion, got distracted by the trail cam one night. Before leaving, it gave a creepy stare to the camera. If it were my camera, I would have it removed immediately. While going about his usual routine, this truck driver caught something super creepy on his dash cam. And if you watch the video at regular speed, you might miss it. But if you slow it down a bit, you'll spot a strange figure standing by the roadside. What the heck was that thing? Some folks are saying it's an extraterrestrial, but others are calling it a hoax. But even if it was staged, it's still enough to give you the heebie-jeebies. Don't you agree? So there was this guy living in the middle of nowhere with a bunch of trees behind his house. Every day he kept hearing these freaky noises that he just couldn't explain. So he came up with a plan to get to the bottom of it. He set up a camera in his backyard and another one in the woods. And let me tell you, the footage he got was seriously spooky.
What is that? My bad, man.
He caught this bizarre creature in his backyard that looked like it was wearing some kind of freaky mask. And in the woods, he caught another creature that was glowing like crazy. It was totally nuts. But even after all that, nobody knows what the heck those things actually were. A strange video filmed on a Canadian mountain has left people scratching their heads. The footage shows a massive creature that left the videographer stunned. The next day, when he returned to film again, the creature was nowhere to be seen. After posting the video, many people had different ideas about what the creature could be, ranging from a Nephilim or Yeti to a secret military experiment. Let us know what you guys think. Let's say the day's pretty stormy outside and you still think that you need to go outside to see how bad the weather is. And when you do, this is what you see? What will you do? Obviously go back into the house as soon as possible, right? Unlike this man who thought he should take his camera out and record it all. A brave soul, I must say, or maybe it's fake. What do you think? Just the head out of the water, standing straight, not even moving an inch, and water dripping from its mouth. This is a creature which was caught on camera somewhere in China. As soon as the video hit the internet, people started claiming it was a sea dragon. But the question is it really? Or is it just a fountain more than half inside the water? Let us know if you know anything about it. Long gone are the days when black cats were considered signs of bad luck or other things, but there are times when I find myself wondering, what if those people were right? And you'll agree with me when you see this black cat with glowing eyes staring straight towards the man. She refuses to clear the path for the man, which of course scares the hell out of him, and not only that, she also attacks and hisses at the man. What remains unexplained is what caused this cat to show such weird behavior. Insects are creepy, and there's no denying that, but what if I tell you that these creatures are starting to get even creepier? Look at this one, for instance. When people saw it for the first time, they weren't just weirded out, but also confused, not knowing what kind of insect it was. But let me tell you, it's called Creatonitos gangus, and it's a kind of moth, usually called the monster moth, created by Satan himself. While exploring the park, a man stumbled upon a squishy mass in the pond that bore a striking resemblance to a brain wiggling around in the water. Fortunately, it wasn't a human brain as he initially feared. Nevertheless, its peculiar nature was just as bewildering as a real brain would have been. It turned out to be a collection of minuscule creatures rarely seen before. People who've encountered this unusual formation have given it interesting monikers such as Blob Monster and Dragon Booger. A security guard whose duty, unfortunately, was of night, and he had to guard the building all night long. For some days, he was hearing weird noises like someone slamming the door, but he didn't pay much attention to it. But one day, it was getting a little too much, so gathered all the courage and went to check who exactly is there. While he couldn't see anyone, his camera captured a ghostly shadow on it. But was the ghost behind all those noises, or was there something more scary hidden? No one could even answer that. A Facebook picture circulated in 2014 had a lot of people up there worried. The post was shared thousands of times within a few hours and had a lot of people uttering the word skinwalker, a well-known legend in Indian country. The picture shows an unexplained being lurking on the side of a road. Someone caught a really creepy video and posted it online. It shows a creature that looks like a spider or maybe a crab, and it scared a lot of people. At first, I thought it was just a dog dressed up in a spider suit, but when I took a closer look, I realized it definitely wasn't a dog. The only dog in the video looked totally freaked out by the weird bent-legged things too. So we're all pretty confused about what it could be. So there was this male deer in Ottawa, Canada that got caught on camera losing its antlers. It might seem strange to us, but it's actually a regular thing for male deer to lose their antlers in winter to make way for new ones. The shedding process usually happens from late winter to early spring. It was funny to see that the deer in the video seemed surprised by what was happening and ran away looking confused. It's really hard to figure out what those lights in the sky are. Some people think they might be aliens, but others think it's just a bug in front of the camera. Do you think this means aliens are visiting us, or maybe they're here but we don't even know it? Also, what about those strange flying objects we sometimes see? The government just released a report on them, but there's still not enough evidence to know for sure what they are. We know how birds travel from one place to another in flocks, all flying together to search for new places to live and feed, right? But this murmuration of a massive flock of birds was just something else. Even the researchers said they'd never seen such a kind of behavior in birds before, and that it might be alarming as well. Do you doubt the existence of Bigfoot and other creatures like that? Well, check this out. There's some drone footage that might make you think twice. In the video, you can see some enormous trees shaking like crazy as if a giant monster is trying to pull them out of the ground. And we're not talking about puny trees. These ones are huge and super tall. No way could a person or machine do something like that. So do you still believe that Bigfoots are just made-up stories? And this video was captured on a trail cam, and it's just too cute to miss. You can see a mother fox and her 4 cubs all playing around and annoying their mom a bit, but she doesn't seem to mind at all. What's even more amazing is that the family seems completely oblivious to the fact that they're being recorded. This picture shows a Bigfoot walking through the woods. It was taken by a trail cam installed in the Charleston area, but when they went to investigate it, it turned out to just be a cutout of a cardboard, which was all part of a prank pulled by someone. Believe it or not, this bear from Boulder, Colorado has become the new selfie champ. The story goes that this curious creature found a camera with a motion sensor and decided to go wild with it. The outcome? More than 400 snapshots of the bear posing in all kinds of ways, giving his best sultry gaze and even making some goofy faces. This bear wasn't going to quit until it got every picture just right for social media. So I know spotting an old man just walking anywhere does not sound spooky or anything, but spotting something which looks like an old man but with no head and carrying God knows what in his hand is one disturbing thing. To some it was a demon, while to others some kind of prank. But whatever it was, the man was not something you'd want to encounter in your life. Most of us just want to stay away from danger, but some curious minds, they just love diving deep into the mysteries. For instance, these two. While wandering in the forest, they came across an abandoned mine shaft. By the looks of it, it seemed like it's been centuries till the mine shaft has been used by anyone. So, well, unlike every normal human being, these two decided to go a little closer and check what was in there. And a second later, we knew the reason why the mine shaft was abandoned, as a weird creature with glowing eyes just pops out of nowhere. Just as spiders have been caught crawling on the trail cams, some other weird creatures have been caught flying here and there as well. For instance, take this one. This Ring camera was supposed to keep eyes on the intruders, but what it recorded left the house owners in shock. At first, what you see might look like a spider, but some tiny strange creatures keep flying around the camera. But what was it? Some fairies or something else? Do let us know what you guys think. When this man was trying to find something out of the ordinary in the woods, he came across exactly that. A weird, tiny creature with glowing eyes hiding deep under some abandoned well. And even though he was just looking for that kind of thing, the man did not stop for even a second to have a closer look at that thing. This video captures this super creepy guy lurking around in the woods. The person filming tries to have a chat with him and figure out what he's doing there.
How you doing? Oh.
But he doesn't say a single word. Instead, he just makes these spine-chilling noises that'll totally creep you out. After a moment, the man begins crawling out of the woods in the most bizarre manner, and that's when the person filming becomes spooked and decides to leave the area. So there's this video of these guys who went for a night walk in the woods. They had a flashlight, but it was still hella dark. As they were walking, they found this strange creature sitting on the ground with its back to them. At first, they figured it was some sort of animal, but when it turned its head around, they saw these creepy glowing eyes and a super creepy face. Some folks say it was a demon, while others reckon it was a fallen angel. Either way, it's some seriously spooky stuff. This video features a man who was intrigued by unusual sounds emanating from the sewer near his home. He'd heard similar noises before and had seen what he believed to be an extraterrestrial being. In a courageous attempt, he tried to communicate with the creature, but the outcome was anything but calm. While some speculate that it may have been the rake, the identity of the creature remains a mystery. Where trail cameras usually take pictures of animals when they're doing their normal things like resting, looking for food, and doing their daily tasks, sometimes these cameras capture really strange and funny moments too. Like this bear who was just doing its bear things when suddenly it saw something really strange in front of it. It was its own reflection. Can you imagine? The bear was really surprised and didn't like it at all. It didn't expect to see itself like that, and it got upset, or at least it seemed like it did. This CCTV camera was only mounted to ensure the safety of the vehicles and all, but it ended up recording a weird creature who crawled up to a poster on the wall and then continued to scratch it to pieces before moving away and out of the camera's reach. And even if we look at it closely, it looks nothing like a human wearing any costume. This Eagle Cam captures amazing footage off the coast of Southern California, specifically the west end of Catalina Island. We see a bald eagle in its cliffside nest about to settle for the night. A sly fox approaches hoping for free eggs, but Mama Eagle intimidates it. She calls for her mate who quickly responds. The fox posed no threat to the eagle, but was after the eggs. This video reveals the dangers of lurking in the wild and for the animals at night, as some predators prefer coming out when others are asleep. In January 2021, a clip went viral which showed a weird hairless creature crawling up to things in the jungle. As much as it creeped people out, it also alerted the authorities who began the search for it. And after months and months of search, they actually did find it. Though the bear was in pretty rough condition, he was scared and weak and had to be kept in a cage before he was transferred to somewhere safe and where he can be taken care of. These trees were recorded moving. Like, literally moving from one place to another. Was it the neighborhood that annoyed them, or they felt unsafe due to humans? We could never know since trees don't talk. Now this one might be just an image taken by a trail cam and not a whole video, but this single image is enough for us to get an idea about how eerie and unbelievable life in the woods can be. Was it an alien or just an animal from an unusual angle? We can't say for sure, but you let us know if you have any ideas. If you think it's just another usual trail cam video which shows gorillas sitting here and there and busy with their normal routine, that's not the case. These aren't just any gorillas. These are the Cross River gorillas, and sadly they're endangered with only 200 individuals left to survive. In fact, these are the rarest gorillas on the whole planet. And this trail cam happened to capture these majestic creatures living their lives in Cameroon. You must be thinking it's too dark and too blurry to actually determine that's a Bigfoot going about in the woods, but the size of the creature and what we can make out from the darkness, I don't see any chance of it being some other animal other than Bigfoot. I mean, we can see it walking on 2 feet and it being all dark and hairy, and its size as compared to the trees is pretty huge. Ask me and I'd say it's a Bigfoot for sure. This man had heard that mysterious creatures lurk in the desert, especially at night. So he did what anyone would do, set up a camera and waited for the night to pass so he could go check if it captured anything unusual. And to his surprise, it actually did. What was it? A death worm? An alien? A monster? We'll give you a moment to take a guess. But when he inspected it all, it turned out it was just a buffalo. But scary nonetheless. Don't worry, man, we were just as confused as you were. In June 2022, a man's security camera happened to click a photo which had the whole world in shock. Even the mainstream media couldn't help but feature it. They called it the Wolfman. Nobody had any idea if that was someone playing a prank or was it really a Wolfman. At first, the residents of the area thought it was just a coyote responsible for the missing animals and spreading fear everywhere, so they set up cameras everywhere in hopes of catching the animal in the act. However, what the camera ended up recording was something that blew their minds. A huge creature was seen lurking in the woods. And what else could it be except for the famous Sasquatch, right? It was never caught, but was never seen ever again either. Maybe it's since that humans have come about it. What do we call a person gliding through the streets, not walking like normal human beings but moving in some otherworldly form? We call it a ghost, and a ghost is what this CCTV camera ended up recording. Now, don't ask me whose ghost it was, because I don't know about that, but it does seem like in a hurry. Maybe he was going on his daily haunting duty. What do you say? A crooked, glowing creature moving in the weirdest way possible in the street. If I ever see something like that, I'm going to leave the country for good. I don't know how these people get the courage to actually stand there and record such stuff. And, well, as soon as this video hit the internet, it had everyone in shock. Questions arising from everywhere about the authenticity of the clip and the identity of the creature, but the questions had been unanswered ever since. How fast is a mountain lion, and how sneaky is it? If you find yourself wondering such questions, then we're here to give you answers. As this mountain lion sneaked up on the deer, and the deer was all clamped in its claws in a matter of mere seconds, and good thing this was all captured on a trail cam installed somewhere in California, and if you notice, the leap is right on the neck, fast and on target. Amazing. When one cougar minded its own business, the other one was in a mood of letting the man know how dangerous he can be. So he ran as fast as he could towards the man and stopped just a few inches away. And he did it for 6 minutes straight. Might be the longest 6 minutes of that man's life. And about the man, I would say he did a great job at staying calm and not taking off running as most people would have done, and he never turned away from the cougar. And that's what saved his life. When these pictures went viral online, they really got people talking. They show a little cat sitting on top of some big animals, which surprised a lot of folks. Nobody could believe how chill the cat was about it. Some people even made jokes about the cat being the boss of all the other animals. But then some experts gave their 2 cents and said that the cat, which is called a genet, was likely using the other animals as a lookout point to find prey. That's pretty clever if you ask me. There was a guy in Brazil who saw something strange on a rooftop while he was doing his own thing and decided to record it. What he captured was a weird creature that looked like a huge ant hanging out on the roof. Some people thought it was extraterrestrial, but to me it looks like a really big ant. Brazil has all sorts of creepy crawlies, so who knows what else is out there, right? The freakiest part is that the creature vanishes right after the guy spots it. What was it doing up there? We may never find out. Have you ever seen those spooky creatures people call Nightcrawlers or soul walkers? They can give you the creeps, but they're also strangely calming. There's this video from California back in 2011 that shows two stick-like figures walking through the woods. They almost look like a family of ghosts, with one resembling a little baby ghost and the other maybe a ghost mom or dad. It's a peaceful and serene scene, and I hope they were able to keep wandering about undisturbed. Trail cameras are used to take pictures of animals in the wild, but sometimes they capture something really creepy. Like this one time, a man in a clown mask was caught on camera in the forest at night. We don't know what he was doing there, or if he was even a real person. The spooky clown stared right at the camera before vanishing into the woods, giving everyone the creeps. Who knows what other scary stuff is out there lurking in the shadows? The deep, dark woods conceal secrets and elusive creatures that have managed to evade human detection. Despite our assumptions that certain species have gone extinct, they persist in their natural habitats, hidden from our eyes. However, a trail camera recently captured a remarkable sighting in Vietnam, a two-tone mouse deer that scientists believed had been extinct for 30 years. The footage astonished the world as it revealed a healthy and lively creature meandering through the woods. So there was a video that captured an elk on a trail cam wearing a tire like a necklace. Crazy, right? This poor elk had the tire around his neck for 2 years while going about his daily life. As time passed, his neck and antlers grew bigger, which made it impossible for him to remove the tire by himself. Luckily, wildlife officials came to the rescue. They gave the elk some medicine to make him sleep and attempted to remove the tire. Sadly, they had to remove his antlers too. But don't worry, the elk will grow a new pair of antlers in due time. The Wildlife Channel put cameras in the jungle to see the animals there. They were hoping to film them doing normal things, but what the cameras showed was surprising. The bears they caught on camera were dancing and moving their bodies like Shakira. It's pretty amazing that bears can dance like that, but did you know that bears also get itchy? And instead of scratching themselves with their paws like we do, they use trees. And look at them go. They're really enjoying themselves, aren't they? When you go camping, unexpected guests might drop by, like mosquitoes and other bugs if you're lucky. But if you're not, like the guy in this video, a big male lion and 2 lionesses might pay you a visit. The man was sleeping soundly in his tent when all of a sudden this happened. Luckily, he stayed put and didn't try to run away. The lion seemed more curious than anything and didn't harm him. Despite the scare, the camper had an unforgettable night. So there's this really weird thing that a camera caught in the forest. It looked like the earth was moving up and down, almost like it was taking a break from spinning and going around the sun. People call it the breathing earth because it's like the ground is breathing. This happens when the wind is strong and the ground is loose. It can be pretty scary if you don't know what's going on. You might think the earth is going to swallow you up. It's definitely one of the craziest things ever caught on trail camera. Recently, a trail camera recorded an intense brawl between 2 male bears. It all started when one of the bears let out a bone-chilling snarl, warning the other bear to back off. Things quickly escalated from there, with the bears wrestling and biting each other in a wild frenzy. The fight lasted for a few minutes before they eventually went their separate ways. It was a crazy scene that happened deep in the heart of the woods. A creepy trail cam pic caused a stir online because a little girl was seen in the middle of nowhere with no humans around. People wondered how she got there or if she was a ghost, but it turns out she was just with her grandpa and the pic was taken in the woods. No need to be scared, she's a real human. This picture was captured by a trail camera in the dead of night. We haven't been able to investigate it further, but it appears to be a rake lurking in the darkness of the woods. We're keeping our eyes peeled for any updates, but for now, all we have is this eerie image, and people are saying it's real. It isn't always the animals or the mysterious beings that lurk in the woods. Sometimes it's humpback whales also, found laying all deep in the woods. And how exactly the whale ended up there, so far away from the ocean? Well, that's been a mystery ever since. When a man went out to check his trail cam and what it captured this time, he was stunned to see the picture the camera had taken. To some, it appeared like two glowing eyes, and to others, it was a UFO. Since it was just a picture, we can't say if it was fake or just something which looks eerie. Crocodiles are super deadly creatures. They don't care about anyone or anything, not even if you're just trying to record them with a camera. They can sneak up on you real slow, and before you know it, you're stuck in their powerful jaws with no escape. These fierce felines hunt and chow down on all sorts of critters, but one time one of them got snapped by a camera while running into a rattlesnake on its way somewhere. It made sure to take out the snake before resuming its original plans, but man, it really had to work hard to take down that snake. It used its sharp claws and teeth to crush and bite the snake's head in an epic battle. At first, the coyote could be seen running away from the camera's range of vision, and shortly after, the mountain lion appeared and chased after the coyote. And after a few seconds, we could hear the coyote screaming for help, indicating that the mountain lion had caught it. That's how fast these deadly lions are. Have you ever seen videos of people fighting that go viral online? It happens quite a bit, right? But it's actually pretty rare to come across videos of kangaroos fighting. Well, I recently saw one on trail camera footage. These two kangaroos were squabbling and it was pretty interesting to watch. The fight started when they grabbed each other by the neck and tried to knock each other over. But in the end, they both walked away peacefully. Pretty cool, huh? A home security camera in Texas ended up recording a girl dressed in all white walking through the backyard. When the family saw it, they were all perplexed as the girl was not someone they knew or had ever seen. But then, who was it? A ghost? Or just someone pulling a prank? Humans have a natural curiosity that drives them to investigate anything unusual. But in this particular case, a man took his curiosity to the extreme. He heard strange sounds coming from the woods and decided to explore it late at night to see if he could find anything interesting. To his surprise, he stumbled upon a strange creature behind a tree, making weird whistle-like sounds.
What the hell is that? What the hell?
Realizing the danger, he quickly ran away as fast as he could without looking to see if the creature was following him. It seems his curiosity got the best of him in this scary encounter. The Amazon rainforest is a place where you can find unique and unusual creatures. People often put trail cameras there to capture these animals. Recently, a rare Amazonian short-eared dog was spotted on one of these cameras. The species was thought to be almost extinct for a while, and researchers were losing hope of finding any. However, this video gave them new hope. The dog was just sniffing around in the forest like any other day. Teams have been sent to locate the dog so that it can be kept safe in a preserve and live longer. Now, this camera was installed in a wolf's den to see and keep track of what the mama wolf and her cubs were up to all the time. And this is how this mama was recording, trying to have some me time without her annoying kids ruining it. She left them out and came back to rest, but no, the kids won't leave her alone. They came back to annoy the hell out of their mother, leaving her angry and frustrated. I guess kids are all the same, no matter if they're humans or animals. This video was recorded in 2017 by a guy who was cycling in the woods. Now, the purpose behind this guy being there is unknown, but what he managed to capture is something way more interesting. a clown standing straight and emotionless in the middle of the woods. As the guy saw the clown at first, he tried going near him, but after a few seconds thought it was better to just get out of the place. The best decision, I say. The man who recorded this clip described the creature as looking like a dinosaur, but as it hit the internet, people couldn't help but wonder if it was the famous Loch Ness Monster. However, wildlife expert Ron McGill of Zoo Miami weighed in and suggested that the creature may just be a small whale surfacing. Still, nothing's for sure. There's always a chance that it can be the monster. You do let us know what you think, though. Trail cams get footage at times which is not possible if a person with a camera is recording. For instance, where this buck was filmed being a sleepyhead. Even though this is just a few seconds long, according to the owner of the camera, the deer usually comes every day and lay down at the exact same spot to take a short nap. Maybe it's the area that he likes, or maybe it's the camera. I mean, who knows, right? A crooked, glowing creature moving in the weirdest way possible in the street. If I ever see something like that, I'm gonna leave the country for good. I don't know how these people get the courage to actually stand there and record such stuff. And, well, as soon as this video hit the internet, it had everyone in shock. Questions arising from everywhere about the authenticity of the clip and the identity of the creature, but the questions had been unanswered ever since. There was a guy in Brazil who saw something strange on a rooftop while he was doing his own thing and decided to record it. What he captured was a weird creature that looked like a huge ant hanging out on the roof. Some people thought it was extraterrestrial, but to me it looks like a really big ant. Brazil has all sorts of creepy crawlies, so who knows what else is out there, right? The freakiest part is that the creature vanishes right after the guy spots it. What was it doing up there? We may never find out. Trail cameras are used to take pictures of animals in the wild, but sometimes they capture something really creepy. Like this one time, a man in a clown mask was caught on camera in the forest at night. We don't know what he was doing there, or if he was even a real person. The spooky clown stared right at the camera before vanishing into the woods, giving everyone the creeps. Who knows what other scary stuff is out there lurking in the shadows? Well, that's all for today, guys. Thank you for watching the video. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get updates related to our latest videos.
Embark on a journey into a compilation filled with spine-tingling thrills, showcasing paranormal encounters, Bigfoot and mysterious creature sightings, and daring animal encounters. Brace yourself as each entry unfolds, sending shivers down the spine and delivering chilling scares that are sure to captivate and unsettle anyone daring to watch these videos. Prepare for an immersive exploration to the realm of suspense and fear, where each segment promises a haunting experience that lingers long after the screen fades to black. Bigfoot in a snowstorm. According to a video shared on Long Island Bigfoot's channel, there is purported footage of a Bigfoot navigating through a snowstorm in the woods near a trail. The visibility in the recording is limited, making it challenging for some viewers, including myself, to discern the alleged creature. While many commenters express amazement, awe, and excitement about the footage, my personal struggle to identify anything concrete persists. In my observation, I can vaguely perceive movement in the middle of the screen amid the snow and trees. But I remain skeptical, acknowledging that it could be anything. Not possessing an expert's trained eye, I advise taking my opinion with a grain of salt. Despite repeatedly watching the video, I find it challenging to reach a definitive conclusion. Adding to the intrigue, the video's uploader mentions having inspected the area afterward, discovering deliberately fallen trees obstructing the trailhead. The circumstances, particularly the adverse weather conditions, raise doubts about the likelihood of someone intentionally blocking the trail in such inclement weather. Cryptic paranormal encounter. In a dark hallway, shadows stuck to the walls like secrets. Three young friends, laughing in the quiet, played with the ball. They didn't know something spooky was about to happen. While they laughed, something strange began. A tiny dark thing so black you couldn't see its shape moved quietly in the air. It stayed close to the friends like a sign of something bad. The boys didn't notice the scary thing. They kept talking, not knowing a ghostly visitor was coming. Suddenly, a weird feeling interrupted their fun. The dark thing turned into a scary shape with a bad feeling around it. The friends, caught by a freezing fear, watched the strange shape move like a ghost, not from their world. The scary shape passed by them, making them feel very scared. One friend got so scared he fell to the ground, almost like he wanted to hide in the earth. The others couldn't move, stuck in the creepy ghost presence. The spooky thing had no clear shape, making it even scarier. It felt like fear itself turned into a shadow hunting the friends. After it left, a strange feeling stayed, proving something unnatural had happened. The hallway, once just a path, now told the story of a ghostly visit that didn't make sense. The scary shadow, a mystery of fear, went away, but the line between normal and strange stayed blurry. Mermaid mystery unveiled. In the daytime, something strange happened on a video. It showed a mysterious sight, a mermaid sitting on an old wooden board above a calm river. The mermaid moved in a tricky way, like a dance with a hidden meaning. As the video played on, it seemed like the mermaid had a quiet mission, a strange power guiding it toward the river. The mermaid looked eerie, strange, and ghostly. It was made of scales and quick glimpses, making it seem like it came from another world. With each smooth sway, it looked like the mermaid was about to take a mysterious journey, trying to become one with the deep water below. Maybe it was searching for a connection or doing a secret ritual only known to ancient mysteries. In the clear light of day, the mermaid didn't fit what we usually understand. It made us think about things we don't know, suggesting that maybe these mythical creatures are real in our world. It was like reality bending as the video showed something beyond what we see every day. But where did this strange mermaid come from? Its origin was a big secret, hidden behind an impossible-to-understand curtain. Did it come from old stories coming to life, or was it a hidden creature living in the river's secret places? The questions stayed like fog over calm water, not answered and full of the charm of things we haven't found yet. The mermaid, a mystery shining in daylight, left us wondering and guessing. It showed that there are unknown places even in regular life. It went into the river, leaving us with a feeling of not knowing, a mark on the mystery's picture that stayed with us. Cryptic ghostly encounter. In a mid-bright, spooky room, a man stood alone. The room had a faint light from the moon through the window, but he didn't know that a ghost appeared outside that window. The ghost looking really scared with a face that could scare anyone. The ghost had a strange, creepy smile on its face. It made the man feel frozen with fear. The man watched as the ghost, with its weird look, seemed to enjoy making him uncomfortable. Its eyes stared at the man without blinking, making him super scared. The man's fear got stronger in the silent room. A video captured this strange meeting, keeping the scary moment forever. Strange whispers filled the room, and the ghost's scary smile didn't go away. No one knew what the ghost wanted or why it came. The answers were hidden in the mysterious space between the living and the ghostly.
I'm not seeing things, right? You see it, Corn?
The fear wrapped everyone in a tight grip, with no way to understand. When the video ended, a weird feeling stayed with everyone who saw it. The room, once safe, now felt like it held the mystery of the unknown. The video showed something that couldn't be explained, leaving a scary mark on everyone's minds. It reminded them that in the darkness, strange and frightening things might be waiting to show their secrets. Mysterious Mothman. Out in the wild woods, a camera caught something strange. A creature lurking in the shadows by a forest road. The video got eerie as it inched closer, revealing a big black figure with gleaming eyes. It stood upright, like it was watching a passerby. The person behind the camera must have felt a mix of fear and curiosity. Some people say it might have been the Mothman, known for its mysterious ways. The whole thing left everyone with a shiver, as no one really knows what that creature was up to or even what it truly was. Imagine stumbling upon something like that in the middle of nowhere, enough to give you goosebumps. The mystery remains unsolved, just like the creature in the woods, forever hidden in the darkness. Sometimes the world surprises us with its cryptic secrets, and this is one tale that'll keep you guessing. Mystical shoebill stork enigma. In a calm park during the day, something strange happened. There's a video showing a big blue dinosaur bird called a shoebill stork. It's not like regular birds, it's huge and mysterious, like creatures from a long time ago. This big blue bird wasn't alone. Surprisingly, it was playing with a boy. They had a special connection, like they understood each other without talking. The bird, even though it was giant, moved gracefully like a gentle giant playing with a friend. What made it even more peculiar were the sounds it made. The air was filled with strange noises like a magical song. These sounds added a mysterious feeling to the already amazing scene. This wasn't just a normal sight, it was like a dream coming true. The giant blue bird seemed to be from stories and legends, appearing right there in the sunlight. People wondered where it came from, but no one could figure out the mystery. The park, usually a calm and regular place, now held a secret. Something extraordinary that amazed everyone who saw it. Life's ordinary picture had a hidden magic waiting to be discovered. Mysterious Bigfoot sign. In a mysterious forest, a strange video appeared showing a spooky sign in the frozen ground, the clear mark of a hidden Bigfoot. People started talking, wondering if this was the Bigfoot's secret journey, or maybe a huge gorilla sneaking through the thick trees. But we still didn't really know what was going on. Some curious people formed a group to find out more. They looked really closely at the video and discovered that yes, it was the footprint of a Bigfoot left on the icy ground. Now, this discovery made everyone more curious.
I want you guys to see how I'm walking. See how I'm walking off to the side. I'm trying not to disturb these because I want to...
Where did this mysterious creature come from, moving silently through the shadows of the quiet woods? Why did it leave only a frozen mark of its giant feet? The forest kept its secrets, not giving away where this mythical wanderer came from. As people tried to figure it out, the confusion grew. Those who were determined to solve the puzzle worked hard, but the Bigfoot stayed a mystery. The video stayed in everyone's thoughts, a reminder of the unknown parts of the forest. Each frozen footprint told a story we couldn't understand, making a confusing picture of the Bigfoot's presence. In the heart of the wild woods, the mystery continued, keeping the magic around the legendary creature alive and the strange feeling that stayed after it passed through. Mysterious Bigfoot in forest. Deep in a mysterious forest, surrounded by the soft light of day, something strange happened. The camera, like a quiet watcher in this old place, recorded a sight that was unlike anything people knew. A creature like the ones told about in stories appeared from the shadows. It was huge and seemed to blend perfectly with the magical scene of the woods. Like magic itself called it, the creature moved with a special kind of grace, leaving just small signs that it had been there, the sounds of leaves, a spooky echo in the wind. The video, a quick look into something unknown, showed the creature hiding among the twisted branches and spots of sunlight. Its eyes, full of mystery like deep pools, met the camera's stare. At that moment, it felt like the line between what's usual and what's special shook, and the mystery got even bigger. The creature, like it knew it was being watched, disappeared fast into the tangle of old trees, leaving behind a feeling of amazement and not knowing what would happen next. The air was full of a mix of curiosity and uncertainty, like the forest itself held the answers to questions no one had asked. Nobody could figure out where this mysterious creature came from. Was it a protector of the wild, a spirit of the untamed, or something people imagined because they wanted mystery? The forest, now wrapped in a feeling of curiosity, kept its secrets close, not giving in to the nosy folks who wanted to understand it. The video, just a little piece of the sport melting, left everyone watching amazed and confused. After it, the forest stayed silent, like an old teacher making people think and keeping alive the endless search for things they didn't know. Godzilla sighting? A camera captured this wild video revealing a massive Godzilla causing chaos in a city. Creepy, haunted voices can be heard in the background, making it quite eerie. It's genuinely scary to witness such a colossal creature in real life, going on a rampage and destroying everything in its wake. The video left everyone stunned and terrified because this lurking monster seemed hell-bent on causing destruction, and predicting its next move was anyone's guess. The spooky entity with a Godzilla appearance turned out to be the real deal, adding a whole new level of intensity and fear to the scene. Watching it unfold was a hair-raising experience, to say the least. The combination of the haunting voices and the destructive Godzilla-like creature made the video a spine-chilling spectacle that had everyone on edge, wondering about the impending chaos. Cryptic entity in the hall? In a dark and quiet night in a small, dimly lit hallway, something eerie unfolded. A person, just an ordinary resident of their own home, found themselves in the grip of a spine-tingling encounter. Their camera, silently on the wall, began to record a presence that defied explanation. From the shadowy recesses of the hallway, a mysterious creature emerged, taking on a spooky form that sent shivers down the spine. As the camera rolled, the hallway was indulged with a ghostly apparition. This spectral figure seemed to defy the laws of nature, hovering in the air without a trace of its feet touching the ground. Its otherworldly appearance left no doubt that it was not of this world, and it moved with a purpose, as if in search of something long lost in the depths of the night. The mystery deepened as the ghostly figure bore a striking resemblance to a resident of the house, further intensifying the terror that gripped the video's owner. Questions swirled in the air like restless spirits. Where had this ghostly presence come from, and what was its purpose? The hallway, once a place of familiarity and comfort, had transformed into a realm of inexplicable fear. The video captured not only the ghostly apparition, but also the sheer dread that had taken hold of the person who had unwittingly become an eyewitness to the supernatural. Cryptic Forest Spectre. In the daytime forest, a mysterious video appeared, showing a huge creature moving through the greenery. It had long arms moving like shadows, leaving a strange mark on the leaves. The creature seemed like a wanderer in the wild, moving in a mysterious way, as if directed by unknown forces. People who saw the video couldn't figure out what it was. Some thought it might be the legendary Bigfoot, a creature from stories, while others just didn't know. The whole thing was like a puzzle, a question hanging in the air. Was it a guardian spirit or something made of light and darkness mixing together? The mystery didn't let curiosity find answers. Some tried to name it to fit into what they understood, while others chose not to know, understanding that some things are beyond what people can understand. As the day turned into night, the forest kept its secrets. The video became proof of the mysterious connection between what's known and what's not. The creature, like a ghost in the forest stories, left a mark on people's thoughts, an unforgettable symbol of things that are still a mystery. The story stayed unsolved, like a quiet whisper in the leaves, calling anyone brave enough to step into the uncertain shadows. Dogman. This eerie trail camera image captures a perplexing sight: an adult humanoid beast, purportedly a dogman, haunting a couple's property under the veil of night. The photograph, shrouded in darkness and distortion from the wooded surroundings, reveals gleaming eyes, teeth, and the complete silhouette of the creature, discernible to those who scrutinize the details closely. The enigmatic figure, a chilling presence in the dimly lit frame, adds an unsettling layer to the mysterious events unfolding in the heart of the night. Dodo's Midnight Mystery. Late at night in the deep dark forest, something mysterious happened. A special camera caught it all. The strange dodo bird, a creature everyone thought was gone forever, appeared in the shadows. Picture this. In the dark, the dodo bird moved gracefully in front of the camera. It was like a secret dance hidden from the world. The bird seemed like a ghost from a long time ago, walking quietly in the ink-black night. But then, something weird got captured by the camera. A frozen moment showing the dodo bird, its face hidden in a strange, spooky way. This strange picture became a sign of something really strange happening. The bird, which everyone believed was extinct, brought with it a feeling of mystery. Its eyes were creepy, like windows into a place too strange to understand. People who saw the video got scared, feeling something not from this world. There were so many questions like whispers in the air. Where did this bird come from, and why was it wandering in the shadows? The forest kept its secrets, not telling anyone the answers. After everything, the people who saw this mysterious bird couldn't forget it. The fear they felt was like a story made of uncertainty. The dodo bird's mystery, with its strange past and endless questions, stayed a puzzle that no one could solve. The quiet forest with its hidden secrets made everyone think about the deep, dark mystery that covered the visitor of that mysterious night. Demon-eating child. Late at night, the camera went deep into a creepy forest. The video showed something really scary. A demon in the trees eating a child. The child was helpless, becoming a terrible meal for this evil creature. The video proved the demon couldn't get enough, greedily taking the innocent soul. The once peaceful forest turned into a scary place, filled with the sounds of this unholy feast. The demon had a face that mixed nightmares with reality. Its mouth had the child's blood, a horrifying image frozen by the camera. The child's head was in the demon's mouth, a fearful trophy in a strange ritual. As the demon enjoyed its horrible meal, strange sounds filled the air. It was like the forest itself was afraid, vibrating with a creepy feeling. People tried to stop the demon, but it easily sidestepped their weak attempts. The eerie sounds of the demon echoed in the dark forest. No one knew where this terrifying creature came from or why it attacked innocent children. The forest kept its secrets, and the mystery left everyone terrified. Questions hung in the air. Where did this nightmare come from, and what dark force made it prey on the most innocent? After the scary event, the forest remained silent, holding its secrets in the shadows. All that was left was the mysterious and horrifying story, chilling and unsolved. Mysterious creature forest encounter. In a dark forest at night, something strange happened. A secret watcher, a forest camera, recorded a spooky show when everything turned black. The video showed the deep, dark woods covered in mystery. It was like watching a play of light and dark, with only one shining thing, a hidden creature moving in the night. Out of nowhere, a shape appeared, a shadow made from the darkness itself. It moved quietly, like a ghost in the trees, and only its face showed in the deep darkness. Two bright eyes sparkled, almost like stars lost in the mysterious night. This creature had sharp teeth, glowing strangely in the dim light. It looked like a werewolf, a creature from stories, but no one could be sure. It was a mystery, a creature wrapped in the magic of the night that confused anyone trying to understand. People who saw this mysterious event felt unsure, like a quiet question hanging in the air. Was it really a werewolf or something else no one knows about? The strange creature disappeared back into the shadows, but a feeling of fear stayed with those who saw it. The unknown became part of their world, leaving them wondering about the strange visitor in the night. And so, the mystery stayed, a puzzling story whispered among the trees, carried by the winds of the unknown. Mysterious cave encounter. In a dark cave, a secret video showed something strange. A woman in black with a scary stick appeared, making everyone scared. She was mysterious, hidden in the shadows. The video had a weird sound like a spooky song. People asked her why she was there, and she said she was married to a jinn, a strange being from far away. People got uneasy hearing this. They thought she wasn't from our world, maybe a bad sign. She talked about getting food in the cave, adding to the mystery. People started guessing. Some said she was a dark creature. Others said she was carrying something evil. No one knew where she came from or why she was there. The cave turned into a puzzling place, mixing real and strange things. The woman in black stayed a big question mark. People couldn't forget the weird day in the cave, always wondering about the mysterious woman and what really happened in those shadowy depths. The memory lingered, leaving them with more questions than answers. Mysterious Bigfoot. In a sunny forest where trees whisper ancient stories, a secret video showed something strange. It happened in the daytime, with sunlight turning everything golden. But in this beautiful place, a mysterious creature appeared. Some called it Bigfoot. This huge creature walked through the woods, making the ground shake with each step. It was like a dark shadow against the green trees, making you feel something strange. It was really big and mysterious, not like anything we know. It seemed to be a bridge between what we can touch and what we can't understand. The creature was covered in black fur that moved like shadows with its every move. The air felt tense, like the woods were telling secrets about this mysterious being. When he looked into its dark eyes through the video, a strong, not good feeling came out. It was like the woods and the creature were keeping secrets together. After people saw the video, everyone gasped. The mysterious creature left a strong mark in the minds of those who watched. We still don't know what it wants or why it's here. The video became a mix of ideas and scared feelings. In the world of things we can't explain, this big, dark creature makes us wonder, how much danger is hiding in the shadows with Bigfoot? Pissed Bigfoot warned hunter and blind. In a big forest with lots of trees, there was a surprise. A video of a huge black creature, the famous Bigfoot. It was like a shadow against the tall trees, a mysterious giant hidden in the wild. The person making the video noticed something strange. Bigfoot looked mad. This was weird because Bigfoot is usually a mystery and not angry. Why it was upset was a secret, lost in the deep forest. Something even stranger happened next. Bigfoot didn't just stay mad, it decided to do something about it. It checked out the person with the camera, showing its wild side. Suddenly, Bigfoot gathered big sticks and branches, making a bunch of weapons. Everyone watching, far away or on screens, got tense, waiting for what would happen next. Bigfoot, now armed with these makeshift tools, surprised everyone with its skill. It threw the wooden stuff at the person with the camera, each throw a mix of amazement and fear. The forest turned into a kind of stage, where nature made a show of a surprising fight between a person and a legendary creature. No one could understand why Bigfoot was so angry. Was it because someone came into its special home, or was it just annoyed at being on camera? The reason stayed hidden in the wild woods. People who saw this were both amazed and scared, feeling a strong mix of wonder and worry. The Bigfoot story, usually just whispers and blurry pictures, became something new in the modern age, leaving behind lots of questions and a scary memory of a huge creature showing its anger deep in the forest. Mysterious creature's forest encounter. In a thick forest, a strange photo appeared showing a mysterious creature that didn't seem like any known animal. It looked like a mix of a monkey and something else standing there surrounded by a mysterious vibe. Covered in fur, it seemed to carry ancient stories, like it held secrets from a really long time ago. The creature had long limbs with claws, making it seem powerful and not like anything you'd see every day. Its eyes were super dark, like staring into a deep unknown place, giving off a sense of either wisdom or maybe something a bit scary. The mouth added to the mystery, as if it knew truths that could change how we see nature. The photo was taken in bright daylight, but the creature made shadows that felt like they were telling forgotten stories. The forest, usually a calm and familiar place, now held this mysterious thing. People who saw the photo were shocked, gasping at this strange encounter that went beyond what they thought they knew. People whispered under the old trees, wondering if it were a spirit protecting the forest, a creature from an ancient tale, or something from places we can't even imagine. The once peaceful forest now hid a secret, calling out to those curious and brave enough to figure out what this mysterious being really was. With no clear answer to the creature's puzzle, the photo became proof that there's still big mysteries out there. In the heart of the forest where shadows tell stories, this mysterious being stayed hidden, challenging those who dared to explore and uncover its secrets. Mysterious Dogman. In the bright forest, a man chased his dog. The dog raced fast like it knew a big secret. Curious, the man followed through trees that whispered stories. Deeper in, shadows stuck to leaves like quiet ghosts. Suddenly, in the middle of the woods, he saw something huge. A mix of man and beast moving gracefully. Weird energy filled the air. Was it a guardian or a stranger from far-off places? Fear gripped the man. His dog stopped, watching the mysterious creature. What brought them here? The familiar forest now felt strange. Scared, the man decided to go back. The forest echoed with his steps, blending with nature's spooky sounds. The mystery lingered, a giant dogman, a guardian, or maybe just a trick of shadows. The man left and the secret stayed hidden. A strange moment in the greenery that puzzled those who heard about it, a story that stayed a question forever. Nobody knew what it really was and left everyone scared. It was totally a mysterious scene. Creepy Skinwalker. With a bone-chilling trail cam capture, an enigmatic creature reminiscent of a skinwalker alien materialized from the depths of darkness. Its disturbingly slender physique and unsettling hands adorned with 3 to 4 fingers held observers in a trance. Though skeptics cast doubt on its legitimacy, the disquieting video has undeniably sent shivers down the spines of all who have witnessed it. Caution is urged in the shadows, for who can fathom what lies concealed in the obscurity, poised to unveil its mysterious secrets. A scary apartment. In a beloved apartment, a spooky mystery unfolded before a camera's lens. A young girl played badminton alone, but the shuttlecock moved as if by invisible hands. The room felt eerie and questions lingered. Was the girl real or from another world? The enigma blurred the lines between the known and the unknown. As the scene continued, it was clear the girl possessed an otherworldly power. Badminton turned into a paranormal show, and the girl danced to unseen forces. The apartment became a place where the supernatural met the everyday. In the end, more questions than answers remained. The apartment, once full of happy memories, now held a chilling secret. The girl's actions, guided by mysterious forces, left a mark hinting at unexplainable realms and powers. In that cherished apartment, the normal and the supernatural mixed, leaving a lasting enigma for all who saw it. A live frozen monster? Deep in the freezing Antarctic, someone was on an adventurous journey to explore the secrets of the ocean's deepest part. They were going down into the cold, dark water when their equipment started making a strange noise. They got scared and looked around. What they saw gave them a big fright. Under the icy surface, there was a terrifying creature with wide eyes and sharp teeth. It looked like something from another world. The person was so scared, they screamed, and the sound echoed in the cold, empty place. This scary event reminds us that there might be monsters hiding in unexpected places, even where we least expect them. So, the lesson is that sometimes we find spooky things when we explore unknown places. It's a reminder that there's still many mysteries in the world, and we need to be careful when we go on exciting adventures. Bigfoot chases a car. A camera captured one of the most strange sightings. A beast-like creature, huge and hairy, can be seen chasing after something, possibly a car. The video was shot by a camera in Russia, and it has left spectators baffled and scared at the same time. The beast can be seen running through the forest, although the quality of the video is not that good, but the eerie creature is visible. The Bigfoot is a legendary creature that is believed to reside deep inside forests. The creature looks rather like a huge humanoid, but has very strange features such as dark skin and hairy body, like that of an ape, and very large feet, as described by the name. The creature is not considered to be harmful, but its eerie features and huge size scares people off. It also makes a very creepy sound. Many people have witnessed the presence of this mythical creature. However, the true identity of this beast is still a mystery. Although video proofs and images have been circulating the internet for several years now, many people still refuse to believe if the creature really exists, or is it just a hoax, a misunderstanding, or some other creature that it's said to be Bigfoot. This is because the officials and authorities have not approved the claims of Bigfoot's existence to be true yet. Let me know what you think about this in the comments section.
Nossa!
Mysterious beings playing with ice. In the daytime, something mysterious happened. Imagine a place like a zoo where secrets hide in plain sight. A secret camera caught something strange. A regular bucket, not filled with normal water, but with icy pieces of mystery. 3 creatures, part wild and part water spirit, played in this frozen world. Were they otters or something between the wild and the water? It's hard to say. Their furry bodies sparkled in the light, hiding stories of unknown beginnings. 2 of these mystery beings danced with the icy bucket, moving like a magical performance. The frozen pieces, like bits of old stories, were their toys in the magical show. But the third one was different. Instead of dancing, it had a special role. Maybe it was a he or an it, but in this strange group, distinctions blurred. This creature gathered frozen cubes in its belly, creating a mysterious connection with the icy cubes. It was like a secret language only they understood. Watching the video, you see a person just peeking into this puzzling story, got caught in a tale of curiosity. The regular daylight hit a world beyond normal, leaving behind a feeling of awe and confusion. This strange scene, both interesting and tricky to understand, became a mark in the book of the unexplainable. A reminder that mysteries are present beneath the surface of everyday life. Horrible screaming. In the quiet evening of Canada, a mysterious video showed a strange scene under the snowy trees. The camera looked at a serious and scary forest with tall trees watching over everything. Deeper into the forest, weird sounds filled the cold air. These sounds were like screams of pain, making the peaceful snowy scene suddenly creepy. The screams echoed, giving a strange feeling to the whole place. Strangely, even though the moonlight created shadows, the source of the scary cries stayed hidden. You couldn't see anything making those sounds. It was like the forest itself was making them. Were these cries from animals we couldn't see, or was there some magical power in the dark woods creating this eerie noise? The more you watched, the more unsure and scared you felt, like the secrets of the snowy wilderness were hidden behind frost and mystery. The snow-covered trees stood silently like guards of a mysterious world where real life mixed with strange and ghostly things. Without a clear answer, your mind started thinking about strange possibilities. Were these cries from unseen creatures, or was there some hidden creature in the forest making these scary sounds? The video left you feeling uneasy, making you think about the mysteries hiding deep in the heart of the Canadian woods. Tall being doing push-ups. As the sun went down and the mountain got darker, the camera recorded something really strange. Up high on that lonely mountain, something unusual was happening. It looked like a person, but it wasn't quite right. This figure was incredibly tall, all stretched out, and it didn't have normal arms and legs. Instead, it had long, web-like hands that moved strangely as if it was doing push-ups. But the creepiest part was when the camera zoomed in even closer. It revealed that this figure had just one long, snake-like leg tucked under its strange body. This bizarre mix of a human-like shape with these weird features gave you a chill. People who saw this on video could not stop wondering what in the world it could be. What was it doing up there on that faraway mountain? Was it guarding some ancient secret? Or maybe it meant something ominous? Or perhaps it was just a creature born out of the scariest nightmares? In the dim light of that mysterious evening, the camera captured something that didn't make sense at all.
Those who saw it couldn't help but feel uneasy, haunted by the mystery of this tall, web-handed, single-legged being on that distant mountain, its true nature hidden in darkness. Mysterious giant on mountain. In the daytime on a lonely mountain, something strange happened. A camera captured it showing a huge person walking mysteriously. The mountain was dry and brown trees stood like guards in a quiet place. The video was like a secret message from the unknown. It revealed a giant figure walking with a strange grace. Each step felt like an old secret echoing from the mountain. The emptiness around made everything feel unreal, like a weird feeling in the air. The mountain, once just watching time pass, now had a strange visitor. A giant ghost-like figure that nobody could understand. The trees with their twisted branches seemed to share ancient secrets. As the giant moved, it felt like it was from another world. People watching were puzzled. Was it a creature from stories like Bigfoot? Or maybe something not from our world? The mysterious giant made everyone feel uneasy, a reminder that unknown things hide just out of sight. The video didn't explain it all, leaving viewers wondering what this huge thing really was. After seeing this strange event, people couldn't stop talking. The mountain, once peaceful, now held secrets waiting to unfold, wrapped in the light of day, ready to reveal the mysteries we can't understand. Enigma of Bigfoot. In a thick forest, a person walked alone. The wind whispered mysterious things, guiding the wanderer to an unusual sight. With only the weak daylight, the person decided to film what hid among the old trees. The camera caught something strange. Bigfoot, a huge creature moving mysteriously between light and dark. It walked with a strong purpose, like a ghost protecting nature's secrets.
He's moving. He's moving, he's moving, he's moving.
Zooming in, the footage revealed the creature's intense movements, showing its anger as it moved among the trees, leaving everyone confused. The person feeling their heart race with the creature's wild beast found more than just a video. A giant footprint in the dirt hinted at the massive thing that had walked there. The air felt strange, like something magical had happened.
You can see a little bit where he smashed his toes.
The footprints told stories of an unseen creature, a secret keeper. Why did Bigfoot choose this spectral forest? What made it dance angrily through the trees? The ancient forest stayed quiet, keeping its secrets hidden in the rustling leaves. The person who accidentally saw this amazing thing felt a mix of wonder and fear. Afterwards, a deep silence covered the forest, like the trees were holding their breath after meeting something they couldn't understand.
He's moving. He's moving, he's moving, he's moving.
The mystery of Bigfoot, caught in quick pictures and hidden footprints, affected everyone who saw it, making them feel both surprised and curious about the unknown. Mysterious werewolf encounter. In a spooky hospital room, there was a video of a hurt werewolf. It was big and scary with long arms and legs, covered in hair and with long nails. It looked wild. The video made it mysterious, like a secret. We didn't know why it was in the hospital, maybe for science or research. The werewolf seemed to have a history of being dangerous, living in darkness. People talked about rangers like they were trying to control the werewolf, but we weren't sure if it was a dangerous enemy or just unlucky. The video ended, but the mystery stayed. We couldn't understand why the werewolf was hurt, and the questions didn't go away. It felt like a story hidden in the shadows, full of things we didn't know. The werewolf in the video became a symbol of mystery, frozen in time. We couldn't figure out its real story, and it stayed a secret, lost in the uncertainty of the hospital room. The video left us with a strange feeling, like we were on the edge of something unknown, and the werewolf became a spooky puzzle waiting to be solved. Werewolf Santa's mysterious encounter. In the dark night, where shadows played hide and seek, a secret video showed something strange. The dark was like a big mystery hiding regular things.
But then, a sneaky camera light uncovered something really interesting. Guess who showed up? A werewolf Santa. Imagine Santa with fur like a werewolf. Weird, right?
Oh my.
The camera caught this not-so-normal Santa under its bright light. The werewolf had a grip on a little toy, a puppy. Strange, huh? A big scary werewolf playing with a tiny puppy toy. The video made me wonder, why is the werewolf pretending to be Santa? And why is it acting hungry for a toy in the middle of the night? It's like mixing up things that don't usually go together. The camera light made the scene look like it was from another world, with long shadows talking in a quiet way. The mix of spooky and sort of cute kept me stuck, not sure what to think. In those quick moments on the video, the werewolf Santa wanting to munch on a toy made a puzzling story. The dark didn't hide things anymore. It showed a story that's not normal, making me think and wonder a lot.
Oh my.
Russian Yeti. As the sun dipped below the horizon and darkness cloaked the surroundings, a camera captured an eerie spectacle. In the faint glow, an otherworldly figure emerged from the depths of the Russian woods. No ordinary sight, but a Russian Yeti, a creature spoken of in hushed tones among the locals. This enigmatic being pursued by a lone car along a desolate winding road, creating an atmosphere of suspense. Inside the vehicle, children screamed in terror, their fear seemingly transcending the screen and instilling a shared sense of unease among viewers. The peculiar cat and mouse game between the Yeti and the car heightened the tension, resembling a nightmarish scenario. The reason for the creature's appearance in such a remote location remained unknown. Was it a guardian or a harbinger of impending danger? The origins and purpose of the Russian Yeti became a perplexing enigma, fading into the haunting landscape. In that fleeting and surreal moment, the line between reality and the inexplicable blurred, leaving us with lingering questions about that chilling night in the heart of the Russian wilderness. Mysterious Mothman's cryptic flight. On the screen, there was a strange video with a mysterious creature. It had two ghostly arms and wings that moved quietly, carrying it into the sky. It looked like a shadowy person against the dark night, a puzzle hidden in the unknown. People talked in soft voices, mentioning the Mothman. Some thought it was a creature from old stories, part of legends and mysteries. Others wondered if it held secrets in unexplored places. But as the video continued, the real answers stayed tricky, slipping away like sand through fingers. People guessed and thought different things, trying to make sense of it. Some said the Mothman was real, telling stories of something beyond our world. Others who doubted unusual things asked different questions. They were curious but not sure what to believe. The creature flew, a mysterious dance in the vast sky, leaving only uncertainty behind. Without clear answers, it became a secret code, something too hard for regular minds to understand. Where it came from, why it was there, and what it really was became a cosmic mystery, a story written in the unknown stars. When the video ended, the mysterious creature disappeared from people's thoughts. The puzzle stayed unsolved, a question in everyone's mind, a reminder of how fascinating mysteries are, always calling curious people to explore the confusing paths of things we can't explain. Sasquatch's eerie forest dance. Deep in a mysterious forest, something strange happened in the bright daylight. A secret event unfolded and a hidden video revealed something that was really hard to understand. In the middle of the trees and shadows, a creature appeared. It was kind of hard to see because it moved in the dancing fire. This mysterious being moved in a strange and graceful way, leaving behind a sense of confusion.
Oh yeah, lots of fire.
No one could really figure out what it was, like a ghost moving through the fire. People who saw it started talking quietly. Some said it might be the famous Sasquatch, a creature from stories. They thought this legendary thing was now walking between what we know and what we think is made up, right in the middle of the fire. Even the fire seemed to act differently around it, moving aside like it respected this strange force.
Oh yeah, lots of fire.
As the creature went on, a weird feeling crept over the people watching. Fear took hold of them, like the natural world was unraveling right before their eyes. It was like a mix of things they knew and things they couldn't understand. A spooky dance of shadows and fire put together by powers beyond what people could grasp.
Oh yeah, lots of fire.
The video, like a secret message from another time, stayed in the minds of those who saw it. The mystery of the Sasquatch running through the fire stuck with them, a sign that deep in the forest, things we don't get might be waiting for someone brave enough to find out. The big question stayed: what secrets does the forest keep, and what strange powers are hidden there? Kyiv's enigmatic evening. As the sun set in Kyiv, a video showed something strange under a bridge. The road, usually busy with people, now had mysterious creatures in the dim light. They moved in a weird way, making the evening feel strange. It was like a secret show under the sky. Under the bridge, these mysterious creatures appeared. They were hard to see clearly, adding to the weird feeling. The air felt heavy, like something eerie was happening below the city's normal life. Watching the video made people nervous. What were these creatures, and where did they come from? The fear came from not knowing. The bridge, usually just a path, became a door to something mysterious. People guessed about these creatures, but no one had real answers. Were they from another world just visiting ours? Or were they protectors of an old secret bothered by the usual things above? The question stayed, and the video continued. The fear stayed too, making those who watched shiver. No one could solve the puzzle of these creatures' purpose. Kyiv, usually full of history, now had a new mystery. People were left scared and unsure about the strange night. The video became proof of something unexplainable, a moment with weird beings in the city's lights. With no answers, stories of magic and unknowns filled people's thoughts even after the video ended. That evening in Kyiv became a time when the normal and the mysterious mixed in a strange dance. Mysterious wolf sounds. In Scotland at night, the video showed dark scenes. It was like a black blanket covering everything, with shadows and secrets peeking through. The moon tried to shine its light, but the darkness stayed mysterious and puzzling. Strange sounds echoed from far away like a spooky wolf song. But was it really a wolf? The sounds stayed hidden, not telling where they came from. A creepy rhythm moved through the silent night, a mysterious whisper from a place we couldn't see. As the video went on, the sounds got louder, like a ghostly music playing from unseen places. The howls felt strange, not just like regular wolf sounds. Was it truly a wolf, or was some strange creature wandering in the Scottish night? The dark landscape showed shadows dancing, hiding more than showing. The camera was just watching, capturing the mystery of the night. It hinted at secrets lost at hidden places, where truth and mystery mixed in a forever dance. The person watching, just seeing this strange music of the night, didn't know what was real. The uncertainty stayed like a mist, a mark on that Scottish night story. The video ended, but the puzzle stayed, remembered as a question without an answer, a mystery that would always be there, lingering in the dark. Mysterious woods creature. In the woods under the sunlight peeking through the leaves, a video showed something strange. A mysterious creature, all black and hidden in the shadows, kept its details secret. It was big and hard to see, like a ghost among the trees. People watching wondered about this mysterious thing in the woods. What was it there for? What was hiding under its dark surface? The forest, quiet and full of trees, kept its own secrets, making it tricky for anyone trying to figure things out. As the camera moved, the mystery got bigger, like reaching into your thoughts. What made this creature? Was it part of nature or something more mysterious? Its presence surprised and scared people at the same time. But why was it there, and what it wanted stayed unknown? Like a secret dance with things hard to understand, it became like a guard of secrets in the wild, showing that the woods hold many mysteries. The video only gave a quick look at what might be a bigger story, leaving everyone curious and puzzled. The daylight made the creature even more mysterious, each video frame adding more questions. The woods, usually a calm place, now had a hidden story. The mysterious creature stayed keeping its secrets and making people wonder about the unknown things in the heart of the forest. Eerie wolf encounter. In an old dark forest where leaves make soft sounds, a story happened. A ranger who watched over the wild alone walked through big trees. In this magical place where real and strange mix, his camera took a scary picture. A thing not from here showed up. A big wolf walking on two legs like a spirit of the wild. Its fur, a mix of shadows, took in moonlight, making it look unreal. It standed very tall, about 7 feet, and felt different, like it thinks more than regular animals. The wolf's legs were long, and at the end were sharp claws, like a message from the wild past. Its eyes shined with a smart kind of light, staring at the ranger, a visitor in its home. The air felt tight, like the trees were holding their breath, waiting for what comes next. Maybe fate played a soft song that night, as the wolf, thinking about what to do, stopped its hunt. A quiet chase of a surprised elk. It stopped like a ghost at a choice between hunting the ranger or the elk. The woods asked, attack the ranger or go after the elk? Fate said elk, and it ran away, feeling danger in the dark. The ranger, just watching this strange play, came out safe. The pictures he had showed a place where real and strange mix, making him knew the magic hidden in the old woods. Mysterious creature encounter. In the dark night, a strange video told a mysterious story. Someone secretly met a hidden creature barely seen against the black sky. The camera showed a spooky discovery, a creature shaped like a shadow. The video, like a dance with darkness, uncovered the secret creature. Its eyes, shining like unknown lights, broke through the darkness. A mysterious guard hiding behind a cold wall in the dark. As the brave person with the camera came closer, the creature quietly moved away like a ghostly dance. It disappeared into the dark corners, leaving only its bright eyes in the air. A confusing puzzle in the dark, making people wonder what it was. People started guessing in the quiet night. Some thought it might be a strange dog, like a myth. Others, who knew more about mysterious stories, whispered about a creature that could be both human and a beast, like a werewolf. But even with all the guesses, the real answer stayed hidden, lost in the mysterious dance between the person and the creature in the dark. A scene of not knowing, like a quiet dance at night. This strange moment stuck in people's minds, leaving them confused, trying to understand. In the story of things that are hard to explain, this night meeting became proof that amazing things hide just outside what we can understand. A mystery covered in shadows, a puzzle that no one solved, still lingering in the memories of that strange meeting. A dance with something unknown, remembered in the quiet whispers of the night. Mystical extraterrestrial encounter. On the screen, a weird video appeared, showing a strange picture. Taken from an airplane window, it was a huge alien creature hanging out in the sky above the clouds. The creature was so big, like a giant shadow against the misty background. It had long arms and legs reaching into the sky like they belonged to another world. What made it even stranger was a reflection, like a mirror image on the creature's surface, suggesting there's more to it than we see. It added another layer to the already confusing picture. People everywhere were puzzled by this discovery. In our everyday world, this weird thing showed up, making us question what we know. It hinted at something we can't understand, something hiding in plain sight. No one knew where it came from or why it was there. The mystery stuck around like a puzzle we couldn't solve. The whole thing made us uneasy, like a big question mark hanging in the air. Up there in the sky, a hidden world opened up, a place with strange creatures watching us quietly from the edges of what we know. The big question remained, just like the creature itself, what's behind the clouds, hidden where we can't see? Cow-eating snake.
So get this, a lady who owns a cow catches something totally bizarre on camera. Her cow, just munching away in the field, is actually chowing down on a snake. The owner's face? Utter shock. She's standing there like, wait, what's happening?
Ew.
Picture this, the cow doing its cow thing, treating the snake like it's spaghetti or something. And get this, the cow seems super chill, like it's having the best meal ever. Meanwhile, the owner's probably thinking, is my cow for real right now? You've got this strange scene of a cow casually having a snake for lunch, and the lady is just stuck there, eyes wide open.
You seriously eating that?
It's like a nature show gone crazy. You'd think the cow might freak out, but nope, it's just happily munching away. The whole thing's so weird, you can't help but watch and wonder, what on earth did I just witness? Just a day in the life of a cow having a snake snack, and an owner left wondering if her cow missed the memo on what's normal to eat. Cosmic Enigma unveiled. A strange video appeared, kind of hidden and mysterious. It showed a weird picture sent to the UFO network. In the picture, there was something with wings that you couldn't see normally. It looked like a UFO, one of those unknown things in the sky. The strange part? It made no noise at all. People thought maybe it used anti-gravity or some other super cool tech. People who tried to figure it out talked about it being similar to the famous Roswell UFO. That's like a legendary story people tell about a weird thing in the sky. It's like a shadow in space, making people wonder what it really is. But even with all the talk, the mystery stayed a mystery. Nobody, no smart person could figure out what this winged mystery thing really was. It stayed hidden like a secret code written in the story of the universe. This strange dance of the Roswell-like thing became a forever puzzle, a song the universe sings that we just can't understand, keeping us curious and wondering about the things we don't know. Pissed Bigfoot warned Hunter and Blind. In a big forest with lots of trees, there was a surprise. A video of a huge black creature, the famous Bigfoot. It was like a shadow against the tall trees, a mysterious giant hidden in the wild. The person making the video noticed something strange. Bigfoot looked mad. This was weird because Bigfoot is usually a mystery and not angry. Why it was upset was a secret lost in the deep forest. Something even stranger happened next. Bigfoot didn't just stay mad, it decided to do something about it. It checked out the person with the camera, showing its wild side. Suddenly, Bigfoot gathered big sticks and branches, making a bunch of weapons. Everyone watching far away or on screens got tense, waiting for what would happen next. Bigfoot, now armed with these makeshift tools, surprised everyone with its skill. It threw the wooden stuff at the person with the camera, each throw a mix of amazement and fear. The forest turned into a kind of stage where nature made a show of a surprising fight between a person and a legendary creature. No one could understand why Bigfoot was so angry. Was it because someone came into its special home, or was it just annoyed at being on camera? The reason stayed hidden in the wild woods. People who saw this were both amazed and scared, feeling a strong mix of wonder and worry. The Bigfoot story, usually just whispers and blurry pictures, became something new in the modern age, leaving behind lots of questions and a scary memory of a huge creature showing its anger deep in the forest. Thank you for coming along on this spooky adventure with us. Subscribe to our channel if you want more spine-chilling stories and hair-raising encounters. We're always going into the deepest recesses to bring you the most intriguing and terrifying video ever captured on camera. And remember to set that notification bell to ensure you get all the updates on our fascinating adventures.